Living on without a moment to spend, to pass an evening with a drink and a friend. I let my skin get too thin. I'd like to pause, no matter what I pretend. Like some pilgrim who loves to transcend, learns to live as if each step was the end. Close my eyes, let my defenses down. All those wounds that I can't get unwound. I let my past go too fast, no time to pause. If I could slow it all down, like some captain whose ship runs aground, I could wait until the tide comes around. Looking back, but I want to look around me now. Some more of the people and the places that surround me now. Freeze this moment a little bit longer. Make each sensation a little bit stronger. Make each impression
That's right, everybody. It is RFC After Hours, but we're not ready just yet. You know we gotta play 2 songs, all right? But before we get to that, I ask all of you, as I always do, hit that fucking like button. It's Friday, guys! It's fucking Friday! Woo! Let's fucking go! I'll be on here and give me 3 minutes, all right? Can you wait 3 minutes? I think y'all can.
Story goes. Baby, now I got the flow, 'cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'd win. You lied to me. All those times I said that I love you, you lied to me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you knew I'd die for you. Show, 'cause what you did you know was wrong, and all the nasty things you done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. You lied to me, 'cause she said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me, but you did, but you did. You lied to me, all this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me, but I do. Turn on me, you lied to me, but you did, but you did. You lied to me, all this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me, but I do, do. Return up to me, return up to me, come on, return up to me. Oh my God, you know that I've been here I am. Return up to me, once again, return up.
Oh, it is RFC After Hours, episode number 296, Friday, December 3rd, 2021. How we all doing today, everybody? My name is Augie RFC, and we are here for a wonderful Friday night episode. Been a minute now since we've done a show on a Friday. Actually, wait, was the Technicals one on a Friday? I think it was, actually. Never mind, I'm stupid. Wow, that was 6 days ago. Whew. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to unmute Boblox and see what he's up to. Yo, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up? Good. Doing good.
Doing well. Yeah, it's another Friday episode. Here we are. How you been doing, man? It's been only a couple days since we did the last one, so yeah.
Yeah, I've just been chilling, streaming a lot.
Doing a lot of Twitch.
Yep.
I did a Twitch stream earlier today. It was the first Euro-friendly stream I've done in a while. I might be doing more of those given what my sleep regiment has turned into, at least for the time being. So if you guys don't know, just a little bit of a show update. I was going to do a show yesterday. Luckily, it was only delayed by 1 day instead of by an even longer period of time. That's because I got the news back, although not an official diagnosis just yet, but I basically have, all the signs are there. It's essentially, confirming what we've speculated for a while. You know, people think like exposed videos can't stop Augie, you know, H3 podcast can't stop Augie. What could possibly stop Augie? Well, it turns out a simple slice of bread is all it takes.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
I got fucking destroyed. So
Got completely owned.
yeah. So I basically got owned. Yeah, so I although I don't know if it's celiac just yet. Celiac might be a bit of an overly strong diagnosis. Like I said, we're waiting for the actual thing. But my long existing gluten allergy, which I've had for like a decade now, which previously didn't mean anything really. I mean, I could eat anything gluten, wheat related just fine, and it didn't really do anything to me. Well, in the last few weeks, it is exacerbated. Use a word there. To a level that nobody really saw coming, especially myself, you know? Imagine having an issue, right, for a decade, but it's not really an issue at all, but then in the last few weeks, it becomes a massive issue, right? Like, it's, you know, my years of bad health decisions have finally caught up to me. I'm an old man now. So now I'm completely owned, and whenever I even touch just a slice of bread, I'm just sent to the shadow realm. It just owns me. It just destroys me. So now that I know that that's the problem, you know, luckily, you know, knowing the problem is, you know, the first step to the solution, right? Now I know what not to do. And now I'm basically destined to become the world's best chef now because, that's really my only option at this point. It's incurable. There's no vaccine or cure that's going to rid me of this horrible curse. I'm like this forever now. So yeah, that's why basically that's the extremely dramatic version of why we didn't do a show yesterday. So yeah, what do you think about that, man? I'm fucked.
Completely owned.
Total
Fucking
pussy.
rest
Total fucking pussy. Just a piece of bread. That's all it takes, dude. That's all it
Damn.
fucking takes. No exposed video, you know, no clip highlighting hypocrisy or contradiction. Nothing like that could own me. Fuck that shit. No. Just a slice of bread. That's all it really takes. So,
Dude, everyone's gonna try and dox you now and send you like loaves of bread.
Yeah. They're gonna send me, dude, they're gonna send pizzas to my house, and it's actually gonna be a threat now. It's gonna be like, oh shit. It's basically like sending a bomb to my house. Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit.
Oh my god. Well, no, luckily, just to clarify, I'm not like, some people are celiac to the point where even being in the same room as like gluten like sends them to like the ER. I'm not anywhere near that level. Like I can still, you know, as far as I know, I can touch gluten. I just can't eat it, but still. So I don't know. It fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks. My inferior genetics strike me once again. Speaking of which, if you're wondering why I'm talking about genetics, well, this morning I was alerted. I don't even know if this is true, but I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. So I tweeted this morning, I said, someone told me that Ethan and Ralph said I had inferior genetics.
What the fuck? Inferior genetics. Holy shit.
Yeah. Dude, my white genes aren't kicking in, man. I'm not a Aryan super soldier like I thought I was, dude. It's not true. It's not true. Or some stupid shit on a show last night. I don't really know what that means, but coming from this guy, the white race must be in pretty good hands right now.
Oh my god, that fucking picture.
Oh
you know, my god.
Look, all right?
Holy
I might
shit.
get owned by a single piece of bread, okay? I might not be the Aryan super soldier that, you know, I previously thought I was cracked up to be. I mean, obviously, in competition to this is like, you know, peak white superiority, obviously, right here. This is how you do it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, man. You know, I'll say this, right? If you want to chalk it up to health issues, right? I can't eat a piece of bread, okay? This guy can't get up out of his chair without, like, losing oxygen. So, if you want to compare health issues, like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't really see the comparison there. But you know what? Fair enough. By the way, his tweet, I checked it. It had, like, 40 likes. And then I just threw this up in the morning, like 10 a.m., and I got, like, 400. So,
yeah.
You
got celiac
account.
completely out of your control due to genetics or what have you. Meanwhile, Ethan Ralph, that could have been avoidable. Just stop eating as much hamburgers. Like,
literally. It's that simple. So,
you don't have an excuse. Yeah.
You know, it's
Or
been
he
a rough
doesn't.
it's been a rough week for me, Boblax, all right? I found out my genetics just aren't up to aren't up to, you know, what I thought they were. So I guess I'm screwed, you know. I'm just not going to be, when the race war breaks out, I'm going to be the first to die because I'm just not going to be prepared.
Right.
So it's unfortunate news, but oh well. Until then, I'll be here doing the show, so we'll see how that goes. My man has a second asshole. Yeah, can you show this on Twitch, by the way? Is this TOS? Like, we got some fucking...
I don't know. My chat was like, this is probably bad, but...
We got some frontal cleavage over here, dude. Some fucking... Oh, my God. That's terrible. Matt Pitt says, no, Augie, I'll be the first to die. You're good. Okay, I'll be the second one, then, in the race war. So, unfortunate news, but... You know, not all of us luck out in terms of, you know, the genetic lottery, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So there, some front ass. Yeah, Bulblack's banned. It's against the TOS of my eyes. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my God.
True.
Anyway, okay. Well, luckily, now that we got that news out of the way, I can go back to laughing. Let's read some super chats here. We got, I have an incredibly small penis. Talk about bad genetics. The first super chatter with that name. They threw 5 says, if only Ethan wasn't so insufferable now. They're talking about Ethan Klein, by the way, not Ralph, although both of them are pretty insufferable. Then maybe we'd actually feel bad for him being sued. Well, we're going to get into my take on Ethan Klein getting sued and a lot of stuff tonight. There's a lot going on. There's a lot for me to catch up on. So we'll continue on there. We got Mike the Bike throwing 2. Please play Southern Nights next. I might play that next show, to be honest. I don't know. We got Higmig renewing their membership, saying Yellow Gang. Shout out to Higmig. We got Mark Davies throwing €2. Haven't heard this song in years. Great choice. Mike the Bike through 15 says just for playing Return of the Mac. Here you go. Like the stream. It's the Friday song. Booster Strange through €5. Latest pre-show song choices were fire. Mike the Bike through 2 says Powdered Toast Man is Augie's nemesis. Yeah, literally. The Cream Supreme through 2 says don't want to cook, just buy a woman. True. Zamed Ping 1 through 2 says bread 1-0 to Augie. Good one. And then High Vibe through a super chat here says buy a new hat with this at American Eagle. Yeah, exactly. And then Anonymous. Oh, I didn't even see this during... Was this even when the show was on? Oh, yeah. When the show just went on, Anonymous tipped a $50 donation Stream Elements. Holy shit. Well, there you go.
Holy shit.
Shout out to the Anonymous donators. They're very kind, especially on Stream Elements. So, look here. Listen, we got a lot to cover. All right. First, you know, speaking of Stream Elements and Streamlabs, you know, people were talking about companies being cunts to each other. Well, I got something that was sent to me. And this actually pisses me off because I really enjoy this game. Mudahar threw up a tweet here, quote tweeting this guy. Take-Two has sent a trademark claim to Hazelight because of It Takes Two, the video game, forcing Hazelight to abandon any ownership of the game's name. I don't know if you guys have played this game, but it's like this platformer. It's on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think it's on PC too. A really creative game.
Have you played it?
I have, yeah. It's a really good game. And this actually pisses me off now. Now I don't know if this means you won't even be able to play it or if they're gonna have to, you know, take it down and then put it up with a new name. But really good game, really imaginative, and here we have companies just being cunts for no reason.
Yeah,
really.
For no reason. No one's confusing Take-Two, the company, with It Takes Two. There's no logical reason to do this.
Yeah, it absolutely makes no sense. And I know gaming, we don't really cover a lot of gaming on the channel, but just want to highlight this. This is just so unnecessary. This game is really creative. It's got a lot of heart and soul put into it. Definitely one of my really good game. One of the best games I played this year personally. It's just one of those feel-good games. So, but unfortunate news for them. Mudahar was sharing it too. He said, "Just went a bunch of dicks. Fuck Take-Two." Yeah, I would agree with that. Ace Tips 3 says Ethan Ralph has inferior bowel control. And then Tommy Sees Cat threw another $50 on Stream Elements. I would love to see Ethan not get sued and try to exist in the landscape today. The content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today, and you have to adapt and overcome. Oh my god. I see the chat. It's just not... Not they're not sacrificing any punches on Ethan. Holy shit. None of you guys give a fuck. Love to see it. All right, so and also in funny news here, Turkey Tom and Nick and Vega, they did their half-baked reviews. I don't know if you saw this, Boblax, but
yeah, I did.
One of the people that they reviewed on the channel, for those of you that don't know, they have this role. You pay $50 to their podcast, and they review your channel, and they're honest about it. And if your channel is shit, they will shit on you. Well, I suppose that they reviewed somebody that wasn't quite a fan of the review that they were given on the channel, and they had this to say in a DM. As for Tom, ... I guess he was the most aggressive, I don't really know. You can share this if you want. That closeted homo can stop projecting his anger and having to suppress his gayness on me and go back to sleeping with flat-chested crazy bitches because it's the closest he can come to the embracement of a femboy that he desperately desires. Tom just gets fucking he got shredded over there.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Who was this?
This is the homophobia.
Who reviewed? Who did they review? Who did they fuck over this hard? Holy shit, dude. That is hilarious. Oh my god. So, I mean, this is really how Def Noodles was born. So I'm wondering, like, is this person going to go on? Are they going to explode now and, like, talk about how Tom made them want to quit YouTube and stuff like that? Yeah. Well, maybe. You know what? I honestly, for the sake of the conversation, I'm just going to say Internet AJ wrote it. Even though he didn't, it's funny if you imagine this is AJ, right? Like, he just...
Oh my god.
He's like, fuck it! This fucking homo! He fucking sucks! He fucking wants to fuck men! Like, yeah,
just
you know what?
Complete breakdown. It wasn't AJ, by the way, but yeah.
I totally know who it is, by the way. I'm totally...
Yeah, I know who it is.
I'm playing ignorant on the show. Just be an asshole. But yeah, there you guys go. There you guys are. In other news and a little bit of show news, I want to let you guys know I relisted every episode of After Hours except for the ones that are striked. Unfortunately, those are never coming back, but it's only like one or two that were striked anyway. So basically, every After Hours is back on the channel, back and relisted. Also, we are regularly updating the Spotify feed, so if you want to listen to the show on Spotify, you can just type in RFC After Hours and subscribe to the feed, and we'll be tossing it up. In fact, as soon as this show is done, we'll be tossing up on Spotify right there for you guys to enjoy. So there you guys go. Enjoy all the new content there. Or, well, the new content and some of the old content. That's exactly what I just copy-pasted. Hold on.
Nice.
Let's see.
I wonder how many people are actually going to go back and watch those older episodes.
Some people
I know,
yeah.
Yes, I know Tipster talked about on stream last night how he was watching some older episodes. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it was taking me back.
I'm never watching that shit. Lol.
Yeah, I'm not watching this. No, it was taking me back a little bit when I was unlisting them, just reading like the titles and the headlines, just remembering what we talked about back then. I was like, damn, dude. The show's fucking transformed in like the last like 3 years or whatever. We're coming up actually on the 3-year anniversary of the show, I think. Yeah,
and episode 300.
Yeah, and 300 is coming up in 4 episodes. So we got some milestones.
Do you think we can line up the anniversary with the number, or
probably not? We're probably gonna hit at the rate we're going right now. We're probably gonna hit 300 and probably before Christmas, I would assume.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. After Hours is the best source of alternative news. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of news, Dave Portnoy, who you guys might remember from a series that Nick covered on his channel, he completely was taking shits on a Cat Tenbarge. He threw up this tweet, not on my watch, Cat. So here's Cat talking to allegedly Adam. Allegedly Adam. Who is that Adam McIntyre, that guy?
No, that's like the... Allegedly Adam, I think, is the guy with like the Jello icon, like the green Jello icon.
No, that's allegedly Angelo.
Oh,
I would laugh my ass off if that was
okay.
If Dave Portnoy was like, yeah, no, that's the guy who's like he's got this really weird like creepy accent. He talks about wanting to like fuck me on his like Twitter. It's really strange. But anyway, so she's talking here. She says they'll remember me as the woman who invented cancel culture. She's just going completely mask off here. And then Dave Portnoy said, "Not on my watch, Cat," flipping her off, right?
With so the anti-cancel culture hoodie, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. There you guys go. So Kat wrote him and said, I'm starting to think you're a fan. Thanks for all the extra love today, Dave, but I'm actually taking a Twitter break. Happy holidays and enjoy the pizza. Uh-oh. Huh? Whoa! Whoa! Anyway, so anyway, Dave Portnoy wrote her back and said, balls in your court, showing some DMs he sent to her. Let's do a sit-down interview. We can both record it in audio and video. You can ask me anything and vice versa. Bring Julia Black, too, and Henry Blotchen and all the notes you want. I just need Bean to record it. Now, kind of a Chad move here, but I'm not going to lie. Under my opinion, you should not talk to journalists, especially people. They will find a way to fuck you over. They will try to find a way to ruin your life. However, in this case, Kat doesn't seem too interested. I haven't seen any response from her here, which you would think she would jump at the opportunity of, unless I'm wrong here. But I saw this and I was like, kind of a power move, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't open yourself. I feel like this is like walking in to the hornet's nest, especially, given all the parameters he set for her. I mean, it's really tailored in her favor, and I don't know. I wouldn't do this, but it is funny to see him dunk on journalists and stuff like that. Yeah, she's on a Twitter break. What do you mean? What is she on a Twitter break for? It's December. Now is the time to pump out your stories and shit. What is this Twitter break? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't get
Isn't it your job to like cover internet culture? How can you take a break? That's like, I don't know, working as a chef and taking a break from the kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
what?
What, does she have a gluten allergy? Like, I don't hear any excuses. All right. She goes to them whenever she gets dunked on. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. Kat Tenbarge is like an interesting case because of all the journalists, I do find her to be probably the most fair objectively, but she also, that's not an endorsement of her. She has a lot of wild and crazy takes. I think she's willing to be the most fair, but that's not said. It's not a good standard, right? Like comparing her to like other journalists, right? So that's not me endorsing her, but I will say, like, of all of them, she seems to be the least terrible. But I mean, let's just be honest here. She's, she works for Insider. They literally paywall articles like talking about, sexual assault and stuff like that, and they publish lies about people and hit pieces and stuff like that. So I'm not really, like, it's not a compliment. Don't misconstrue it as that. But anyway, she got a new job, actually. Oh, really now? Where does she work now? Is she a freelancer? Yesterday was my last day at Insider. I'm beyond thrilled to announce I'm now joining NBC News. Holy shit. That sounds like an upgrade. As a tech and culture reporter. See, this is always, like, confusing language to me, right? Like, what is a culture reporter, right? To me, that just sounds like you just write articles about YouTubers or something like that.
That literally is what it is.
But they got to make it sound more interesting, like a culture reporter. Ooh, I'm in with the culture.
Ooh.
Well, there you guys go. Seems like she got quite the upgrade. So, best of luck to her. Hopefully she does good things with her new position. We'll see where that goes. All right, I want to shut on Kai West and his nutty girlfriend. I saw this. Kai West is like insane. I guess he's back now. And he and his girlfriend, he dropped a 2-hour-long video on Hopeless Peaches.
Holy shit.
On the same day that his girlfriend launched an hour-long video on Hopeless Peaches as well. Which is...
that is overkill, especially for someone who literally isn't doing drama content anymore. I don't know. She's just chilling and playing like video games on stream and shit. She's not even doing anything. Yeah,
that's the thing, right? It's like, I don't really get it. I never got the Hopeless Peaches drama to begin with. It always seemed like really petty shit. Like, oh, they caught her, maybe she was like being two-faced and like DM. I don't know the story. She was being two-faced at some point, maybe, and everybody, she was like the #1 person to shit on the art community, but of course, the art community shitting on people, it's hilarious and stuff. Kai West, by the way, is like an insane person. John Swan did like a debate like over a month ago, and this person they'll delete their Twitter, they'll make new Twitter accounts, then they'll reprivate their old Twitter, then they'll go on these long threads about how it was justified and how everybody's just shitting them because he's black, and how everybody that's making videos now just wants to call him the N-word, and then he'll delete the thread, and then everybody will ratio him, and he'll get like, he has literally absolutely no support. His tweets get literally 0 likes. I mean, he's an insane person. I don't know too much about Omnia, but yeah, I don't know. These these are insane people, it seems like, so yeah.
Yeah, that's so excessive, because like, Hopeless Peaches isn't even active on YouTube under that name. She's under a new name, Rosie Rascal, and she's just playing like video games and shit like that. She's not even like doing drama. Like, she's completely out of it. I don't even think she talks to any of these people. So, and everything that I feel could be said against Hopeless Peaches negatively has been, especially from these people in the past. So like, why you bring it up? It's like, I don't know, like, who's someone I had beef with in the past, like a year, like a long time ago?
Oh, who's like that guy that called into the show a couple of years ago? Simply Dad.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like if I made like a 3-hour video on Simply Dad right now. Like,
just be like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. A lot of people are sending me this clip from Hyojin and Shadbase, and Shadbase is in the news or something. I watched this. It was somewhat interesting. We'll take a look here. Tell me if you can hear the audio, by the way.
Okay.
It's always the
I can hear it.
Okay, good.
It's always the I don't know why, but like, artists who draw the weird shit aren't usually into the shit they draw. They just do it for shock value, right?
I wouldn't say all of them.
Not all of them, but some of them definitely. But like, the people that speak out against it probably have a weirder fucking fetish that they just hide.
I don't see how people are into like pain as well. Like,
yeah,
shit.
I'm Matthew. I don't see how people are into inflated huge furries either.
It's not inflation. Shut up.
But you're into inflation?
Wasn't she dating Pyro at this exact moment? I don't know.
Probably.
No, it's not. It's not the fucking case.
Wait, are you like, what are you into, like fat furry people or something?
Yeah, he is.
Is he actually?
No, but no, he isn't. But we know a guy who's like, he's a good mate of ours, and he seems like the most normie person ever. Then you start talking to him about kinks, and he's into all this fat furry shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is she talking about Pyro?
I know what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like fat furry, like fat like guts. I know that can.
There's just like 20 different things that are wrong with this that are just terrible about this
We're talking
clip.
about Pyro here, right? And then
I don't know.
And then they're saying when people make disgusting art, it's just for shock value, which is the defense I've heard from people from Chad, man. Is like, oh, he's not actually like this. He just does it for shock value.
Well, I like how she says, like, you know, people just do it for shock value, and then Shadbase is like, yeah, not everyone. Which is so...
Wait, that's so...
Yeah.
That's the defense people use, or some people have used for Shadbase.
Literally, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Wow, a little blast from the past there. A little Hyojin highlight. Just to play it there.
Nice.
Speaking of artists, we can go through this quickly. Of course, Stonetoss launches a NFT Flurks collection that a lot of people were involved with. Ricky Burrick, I think other people, I think Dick Masterson was involved with that. Well, OpenSea and Rarible, which are two platforms that people trade NFTs on, banned Stonetoss. I'm not sure what the reason was. Probably something along the lines of, well, he's an asshole, so they banned him or something like that. But it kind of like sparked a big discussion from the crypto community, who previously I'm sure was totally unaware of Stonetoss. And now the crypto community is giving their take, and they seem to be all surprisingly anti-political censorship, although not too surprising when you think about like the nature of crypto and NFTs. A lot of people in the crypto community are saying stuff like, you cannot be pro-crypto, pro-NFT, and also pro-censorship. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah, because the whole reason crypto was made is because it's like a currency not run by a government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So some interesting stuff there. I don't know where he sells his NFTs now. I think they found a new platform. It was something. I thought it was Rarible. Rarible banned him. But yeah, I'm fully in support of it. So that's my stance. All right, let's get into it. Twitter's new rule here. Ralph shitting himself right now, as he does usually. Beginning today, we will not allow the sharing of private media, such as images or videos of private individuals without their consent. Publishing of people's private info is also prohibited under the policy as it is threatening or incentivizing others to do so. Now, I thought this was already a rule, like, you know, you can't do this, but apparently this is something new or something they're highlighting at least, and people are upset about this, you know, from all sides of the spectrum, right? You got a bunch of left-wingers saying stuff like, oh, well, you can't identify the January 6th protesters without getting banned under this new rule. I doubt Twitter is going to really give a shit about that. Then you've got other people saying stuff like, oh, well, you can't really criticize anybody because they can just, you know, revoke permission of you, like, sharing their, you know, public image or something like that. Of course, Twitter has their new CEO now. It's anti-Project Veritas. Yeah, no, like, everybody's freaking out about this. They finally banned doxing, guys. Yeah, insane.
Wait, so you can't leak DMs on Twitter anymore? The golden rule has been implemented into Twitter directly. Yeah.
Well, glad I got my DM leaking done with last week. Yeah, I don't know. Twitter's probably going to go down the shitter more so than it already has before with their new CEO, who, by the way, I don't know if I had this in the docket, but their new CEO is quoted, and Tom put this up here on his Twitter, although I might have to be careful with Tom's Twitter. Yeah, here it is. Twitter CEO, former CTO, new Twitter CEO in November 2020 interview said, our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment, focusing less on thinking about free speech, but thinking about how the times have changed. Gotta love that language there. So, yeah. Gab.com, Augie RFCAH. I don't know. No, I'll still be on Twitter, but it's probably going to, things are probably going to get a little bit difficult here. Toad McKinley pointed this out. Day one of Twitter's new rule against sharing private media already being utilized by sexual predators to prevent users from warning others about them. So animal rapists can now use Twitter as a place to network and plan meetups, and if you try and stop it, you are suspended. Showing that very shortly after this new rule was announced by Twitter, he had to delete a tweet where he said, hello, furries. This is Toggle the Rat, host of Zoophile podcast, Zooier Than Thou. He's a proud animal rapist. He is going to be at your con Midwest Fur Fest. Then he includes his real name here, his persona, blah, 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 and includes pictures related. Well, of course, he had to remove this tweet very shortly after this rule was instated. So yeah. just showing one of the negative side effects of the new rule, you know, which is not good. Not good whatsoever.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get worse from here, because I think, like, obviously Twitter's still usable after this rule change, but I don't know, they could add, like, more stuff that'll just make it, like, so hard to use Twitter. But I don't know what that could be, but I don't know. They could make, like, bullying harassment rules or something like YouTube has.
You know what they're going to fuck over? And I feel like they're going to do this pretty soon, but these Twitter spaces, man. I don't know if you've seen them, but
oh yeah,
I put up a tweet talking about it, right? Like these Twitter spaces, and you know, I put up like a joke tweet, and then immediately, you know, Twitter Spaces, I think Shuan had put out a take that I actually agreed with. She was basically saying Twitter Spaces are like the last like Wild West corner of the internet, at least when it comes to like mainstream platforms, right? Like if you look at Twitter Spaces, like they just like really started promoting this feature, and everybody who's using them is getting really fucking really political.
Yeah, they're like using it to like skirt like any
dude,
rules
TOS does not
tweeting.
exist on this. And by the way, I like that, but
I like it.
The TOS, like, it's literally like the Wang said it was like modern like Jerry Springer here. Let me read some examples. Are there too many white men in public spaces? Why haven't black people built a successful society? And these are not just like fringe random spaces that, you know, oh, like 2 people are in there talking about it, right? There's thousands of people in these, right? And here's some more. Ask a white nationalist anything. Are there too many black women in public? Zoophile safe space. Feminism is a government scam. This one's probably like the least controversial, but like you know, just to provide some examples here, like just to show you guys what's going on here. Like there's so fucking many of these things, man, and they're everywhere. Like if you open up your phone and go and like they have like a little like button for it now, you click on them. That's literally, I haven't seen a normal one in like ages. Like
Okay, so the way Twitter Spaces work is that if you're following someone who is in a Twitter space, it will show on your thing. So basically, I think what these people are doing is they're saying outrageous stuff to bait people into the space because some people probably, a lot of people in the space probably don't agree with what the title says or something like that, but they're joining just to see like how ridiculous it is. Like if you see something that crazy, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna join and see what's up. And then obviously everybody who follows that person will see that space or see that space on their timeline, and it just like promotes the space more and more and more. So I think people are intentionally saying outrageous shit for the space title in order to get more people in the space and promote their Twitter.
yeah.
I would assume.
And it works too, man. Like the Kyle Rittenhouse, like the day that the verdict came out, you had tons of people launching Twitter Spaces on both sides. You know, you had a bunch of people like celebrating, launching their celebration spaces. And you had other people coming out being like, "This is an injustice. We need to take it to the streets. Like, we need to fucking burn America to the ground." And they had like 20,000 listeners and stuff like that. And everybody's just crawling in there. And I tuned into one of those spaces, and the guy at the end of the space, like he promoted his Twitter, like he was like, "All right, I got to get out of here. Follow my Twitter account." He gained like 5,000 followers in like a minute. It's like, oh my God, these things are like so easy to farm. Smaggle was using them. Well, we were at VidCon. Smaggle like farmed like 300 followers off those things because everybody wanted content, and you had to go to Smaggle's Twitter to
be honest, we should have taken like more pictures or done Twitter Spaces or something. The number one regret I have, one of the biggest regrets I have, is I didn't take as many pictures. I just felt awkward, and I feel like a lot of other people felt awkward too. Like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Blah blah blah. But in hindsight, I wish I did because there's stuff I remember in my memory, and it's pretty vivid, but I'd like to I don't know, show it to people or whatever.
No, I wanted to take more pictures too, but I always felt like weird, like, pulling out my phone and being like, "Hey, let's get a picture."
Yeah, exactly.
And, it's just like,
so I ended up getting almost none. Yeah, which sucked because it would have been fun to get a picture with like all of us in technicals, and then when the drama breaks out, everyone uses the photo.
Good one.
Yeah.
Well, we did take an Infamous group photo, but as far as I know, I don't hit anybody in the group photo that we took. So yeah. You guys want an example of these Twitter Spaces? By the way, here's one. This went trending that night.
This one's so funny.
Hashtag the hashtag. I kid you not, that was trending. Mayo monkeys gotta go. Like that, it sounds like something we would get. It sounds like something we would get trending as like a meme, but like it actually went trending, and it was unironic. So take a listen here to the Mayo monkeys gotta go.
First of all, Libs TikTok. Let me tell you something. If you're in here, or y'all go run back and tell them, y'all ain't gotta tell them that nobody else said shit but me. I'm going to say this, and you ain't got to chop shit up. I am for the white genocide. I am for the total erasure of the white race. You don't have to chop this up. Yes, I am for all of you white bitches dying like flies. I am for it. I am for it. I support it. I'm for putting all you white possums in a gas chamber and letting that motherfucker ring, bitch. I am for it. So you don't have to chop shit up. I'm for it, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down behind it, bitch. Simple as that. So you got to chop shit up. You ain't got to screw the shit. Bitch, I said it, and I stand on it. Simple.
Well, there you go.
Oh, God.
From the Mayo monkeys gotta go Twitter space. Yeah. You love to see it there.
So what are your thoughts on that? Augie, you agree or disagree?
I don't know. Well, I mean,
I don't know. White people are kind of shit. So.
I'm not white, so I don't know if I have like a standing on this, right? Like, so it's difficult for me to say, I mean, I don't know. Asians and whites do kind of like work together though, right? So we're kind of in it together, but then again, they did nuke us and stuff, which is kind of an asshole move. So I don't know where I stand on this one. It's a difficult one for me. I'd have to think about it,
Yeah.
Me and all my inferior genes. Oh my God. All right. Somebody this guy made a animation for the Hook show. He did an animation now for my for RFC. I wanted to share this and promote this. Take a look at this.
See it.
I'm a commentator. Yeah, animated when I took callers on the show last year. Small commentator, you're on the air.
I'm on the stream. I'm a big fan.
Holy shit.
Small commentator 2, you're on the air. Turn off the stream.
No. Don't change it.
Okay.
The fucking begging.
Smago, you're on the air. You're muted.
Augie is an
And I'll cut it there. Wonderful space, or sorry, wonderful, not space. It might as well be a Twitter space. A wonderful animation there. He did another one for Hooked, and I promoted it a while ago. I forget which clip this is. This might get crusty. I don't know. Let's.
Dude, I wish I could animate. There's so many moments in the show that I'm like, I wish I could animate because I have a like clear idea in my head of what I would want it to be like. But
let's see it here.
I love seeing this shit.
I always had this question, right? Like, are you a furry if you fucks an animal that doesn't have fur on it?
No.
No, you're
Is this what you think about at night?
Because I always thought about that. Like, what if you like an animal that doesn't have like fur? Are you a furry? Like, what do you call yourself?
Yeah, what if you fuck a seal?
If it's fish.
Yeah, exactly.
No, if it's fish, you're like a gilly. If it's
You're a pesca. Wait, what's it called? What are fish called?
If it's a bird, you're a feathery.
I like that
feathery.
you know all the terminology for this, Aiden.
You don't know what the word feather means?
No, never heard of it.
I think you just made that shit up. I don't think there's an actual term for people who fuck birds called featheries. I think you're fucking gay.
That's like a group on Facebook, man.
They have an overarching.
I never said it was.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. So
Hook
good.
show animation.
So good.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Everybody in chat, you got to learn how to animate because I want to see
Literally.
more. Of
I
this
love
shit.
shit like this. All right. Well,
So funny.
that's enough of my Twitter catch up there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first topic. Mr. Beast is getting canceled. Oh no.
Oh
Now,
god.
I put up a
Dude,
video like I want to say like a few weeks ago talking about this, but people are like really weirdly into like Squid Game and really weirdly protective of it. I think I put out a video because like Mr. Beast announced he was gonna do a Squid Game video like weeks ago, right? And everybody like lost their shit, dude. And when I say like normally when it comes to, like when people say like, oh, YouTubers getting canceled, it's like a tweet with like, you know, maybe a few thousand likes. These tweets have like hundreds of thousands of likes. Like it seems like everybody's against this type of shit, which is so strange to me. But a fucking article was dropped on Mr. Beast saying Mr. Beast's Squid Game ripoff is exactly the kind of video YouTube rewards, going after his platform, I guess. You want to say something, Bobox?
Yeah, so like the Mr. Beast hate whenever it comes up, I don't think anyone actually legitimately hates Mr. Beast. I think people only do it because he's like a big creator and it can get clicks or whatever. And then it creates a cycle where people defend Mr. Beast because obviously, why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And people just like create content off of that. So it's like a weird cycle of like creating false outrage around Mr. Beast so people can create videos defending Mr. Beast and just create content off of Mr. Beast's existence. I don't really think Mr. Beast is controversial at all. I think the only reason there's controversy around him is so people either criticizing him or defending him can get more views.
Yeah, it just seems totally manufactured. Doesn't make any sense, but I'll go ahead and read some of the article here just to get an idea of what we're covering. Tom said this was really interesting. While the video is popular, it's a reductive ripoff of the original, not a triumph for the creator economy. Okay. YouTuber Mr. Beast take on Netflix's series Squid Game, where real people competed for $456,000, is a hit with viewers, racking up over 100 million views since it premiered last week. It's a well-produced facsimile of the show, but it's also bizarre to watch Mr. Beast and former YouTube executives celebrate its popularity as a huge success for so-called creators. I don't think this person likes YouTube, Bubleax. I don't think.
Yeah. This is like a rage response to like one tweet that
They're
some
molding.
person made.
Yeah, hey, sorry, I don't know if I.
Oh, what's
I
up,
didn't
Tom?
announce myself coming in here, but I just made a video about this, and I read like one of her other articles. So basically, her whole like argument in this article is that like it's so derivative, and that's a bad thing, and also that like it like misunderstands like the anti-capitalist message, whatever retarded shit of Squid Game, right? And so I decided to like click on one of her other articles because in it she says like most of the stuff on YouTube is reacting to things. This is no different. I feel like first of all it's kind of insulting to say that this is like a reaction video or comparable to it, but I decided to click on an article. And if you scroll down in the article, there's like in the last paragraph, I believe, there's this link she has to one of her own articles, and like if you compare this article with her scathing review, it's the link that has a literally reacting to things on it. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want you to read this article, like read it in full, and it will be some of the funniest shit you've ever heard. I guarantee it.
Why these twins can make Dolly Parton's Jolene trend 47 years after release? This?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I
is
know
the
these
one.
guys, dude. These guys made a fucking hilarious. Okay, I know these guys. All right, let's read the article. There are a few things more intoxicating than introducing someone to a band you know they'll love. The YouTube channel Twins, the new trend, is that experience distilled. Friday Jolene was trending on Twitter, and not for anything in particular that Dolly Parton has said or done. People on Twitter were simply charmed by Tim and Fred Williams, two black men in their early 20s from Gary, Indiana, who post reaction videos of them hearing particular songs for the first time. Their reaction to hearing Jolene for the first time is adorable. Dolly, you got it indeed.
Okay, so now I want you to scroll down. Just scroll down past these links, and there's a one particular thing you're gonna want to read. Okay, so you're gonna want to read right from see that paragraph right there. Read that one and the next one. Yeah. No. Read the one above it and then that one, and you'll understand where this person is coming from.
The thing about Tim and Fred is that they are so earnest, it's beautiful and extremely refreshing. Despite reaching over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, both twins proudly posted their silver play buttons on Instagram when they received them. The William twins don't seem to have fallen prey to the irony plague that is so persuasive to the online experience. These are two people who have stayed true to the promise of YouTube at its inception. They make lo-fi videos with minimal to no editing, offering just a small snapshot into their lives. It's intimate, it feels genuine, and nothing about their opinion or choices of songs to react to make it feel like you're watching people who have relentlessly harnessed their brand. Young black people have become the tastemakers of the internet. Part of it is because... Hold on. Part of it is because young black people are simply the biggest drivers of online culture, even if their contributions are often uncredited and unrecognized. They made Vine the cultural juggernaut that it was. They're the ones who determined the new slang, the new dances, and raised one-hit wonders to the level of real, sustained success. Seeing two young black men have such a positive reaction to Jolene is like taking a hit of adrenaline. Yes, the kids also like the things I like. Dolly Parton doesn't need any help, but there's no clearer sign that her music has stood the test of time than seeing these twins enjoy it.
Yeah, so now I think you have a pretty good idea of where she's coming from.
There we go. All right then. Well,
I'm just confused. Like, what's particularly innovative of reacting to already existing properties as opposed to making like a giant fucking game show based off of a popular TV show? Like, I'm not following this chick's logic.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. It's like I don't like understand like this person's like making this article. They obviously hate YouTubers. I that's all I can say so far that they hate. But like they're propping these people up, and I like these guys' channel by the way. I think it's some good shit. I've seen some of the reaction videos. It's like stupid content that you enjoy. But it's like, what are they doing that's like the innovation? Like because they watched something and it went trending. Like what is going on here? Like, what is like the big, like super, what are they doing that's changing culture here? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because like they're black and Vice can't criticize black people at all. You have to be very nice to black people.
And Flamenco, you criticize black people regularly, correct? No, I'm just kidding.
I honestly criticize white people a lot more, honestly, but I've criticized black people before too.
So let's see here. Famously, Squid Game took over 10 years to actually be produced. Squid Game writer and director, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because chat's just going to shit on me, told the Korean Times that although he wrote the series 12 years ago, its themes became more relevant as time went on. After 12 years, but okay, so what? I don't care about the Squid Game. In a world as desperate as Hwang describes, it's unsurprising that people in the real world would want to compete in the same games, though non-fatal, for $500,000. Why do they have to wait, though non-fatal, like, oh, Mr. Beast really dropped the ball by not, making his game actually fatal.
Yeah,
oh
he
my
should've killed
god.
them.
Dude, wait, Boblex, didn't you have a tweet on this? Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up live on the air.
Yeah, you can go to my media, I guess. It'd probably be down like for a
People were
couple days.
unironically arguing this from like Mr. Beast's perspective. Oh my god, where was it? There's this one.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
It's a joke, but yeah.
The point of Squid Game is to watch poor people get the punishment they deserve for being greedy. The fact Mr. Beast decided to recreate the games but not kill the players shows he missed the point. So was he actually meant to kill them, or am I missing the point? If Mr. Beast wanted to actually make a good Squid Game video, he should have committed murder? I'm sorry. If I just expect more from YouTube continuing allowing them to not put any effort into their content. Not putting effort, bro, that's a crime. I guess good art is a crime to you people. Honestly, I agree.
Oh my
1000%, dude.
Holy shit.
So
art is
true.
dead. The internet's dead. You can't just kill people for the sake of making a good video,
Yeah.
Why live?
Exactly. Honestly, just
So
big
true.
facts.
Also,
Big
like
facts.
I find it funny. Like every interview that the Squid Game guy gives, like, is just more and more asinine. It's like, he's going on about like, oh, these people being inside of a death game, and it's like they're just this became more and more popular. It's like, no, this has been popular for a fucking while. Like, this has been popular for like 20 fucking years.
No, I think he's talking about like so the show is based off like poverty issues specifically in South Korea, and I guess poverty's gone worse over the last 12 years. So
I mean,
that's what he's talking about.
I mean, like that's a reading of it, but like, if you're gonna do that, you would probably do it with people, because like 90% of the main cast are there because they're like, they just suck. Like the main guy is there because he's a degenerate gambling addict that like leeches off of his diabetic mother. The other guy, like, embezzled just a shit ton of money and let his mom like take the fall for it. And one of the other guys is like literally a fucking Yakuza type that like murders people. Like almost everybody in Squid Game just fucking sucks except for the North Korean chick.
Flamenco, are you a fan of Squid Game?
I liked it. It was okay. It falls off in the third act, I think. And they needlessly set up a sequel bait.
Chat's slotting you
Well,
up.
I mean, there's definitely gonna be a season 2, so it isn't needless. But
Yeah. Dude, I don't get this though, right? Because people, going back to Mr. Beast, people keep criticizing Mr. Beast for profiting off of this, but how much did Squid Game make? Like, last I looked it up, it made like what, like $1 billion, and that was the estimate at least. Like,
for Squid Game, no, TV shows don't make that much, dude.
No, I looked up how much did Squid Game make?
I would say it probably made like Netflix the amount of money that it probably paid into it, and plus more. It got a lot of like subs, but I don't think like people. I don't know if they even track that, honestly.
Netflix's Squid Game has made at least $891 million. Okay, so I wasn't too far off.
almost 42 times the size of the budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
So
how
there
do
you go.
how do they get that? I'm curious how they get that figure. I guess like I'm curious.
Yeah, that's just
I
what
think
the
they multiply like take the views of the series and then times it by how much a subscription is. So let's say every subscription is $5, which I don't think it is. I think it's more close to 10. So 10 times like 100 million views, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
$10 times 100 million views or whatever it got. That makes sense.
Well, anyway, going back to the article here, in a world as desperate as Wang describes, it's unsurprising that people in the real world would want to compete in the same games, though not fatal. for $500,000. In 7 months, YouTuber MrBeast painstakingly recreated every set from Squid Game, inviting 456 people to compete for $456,000. As a feat of production, it's not just admirable, but inviolable in how perfectly MrBeast recreates the sets of the show. As a piece of media is perverse, this doesn't just badly misunderstand the anti-capitalist message of Squid Game, it's a literal recreation of the villain's ultimate desire to watch desperate people compete for money purely for his own amusement. In MrBeast's version of Squid Game's marble game, the YouTuber's research team even paired up best friends in an effort to emulate the tragic stakes of the original show. When the top 6 are asked what they do with the prize money, 2 of them say they would give it to their family. What is I'm failing to identify what the issue here is.
Yeah, I mean, the whole message of Squid Game is like, oh, they're doing, like, the whole games are bad or whatever, but this is just MrBeast doing it for fun. Like, he's not trying to create a narrative. Like, he's taking the games out of Squid Game and recreating it, but he's not, like, trying to take the whole narrative of the show and recreate it. He's not recreating the show, he's just recreating the games for fun.
I want to point this out. You know, me and Aiden were talking a little bit about this on my Twitch stream earlier this morning. But, you know, the people at MrBeast had compete. This is something worth noting. I didn't realize this watching the video, but it's not 456, like, celebrities and YouTubers, right? Like, a lot of the people in that video, in fact, I think even most are just regular people, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is, like, really cool. The fact that he just has, like, you know, Joe Schmo from fucking Walmart is able to compete
probably
or something.
Like, yeah, a lot of these people will probably look back at it and it's like, this is one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, literally.
You know, even if they didn't win.
It's like the most positive thing you could ever imagine, right? Like it's not like 450 cool, like epic YouTube celebs.
Yeah, it's not like it's all YouTubers, like just Ninja and Pokemon and everything. Obviously there's some YouTubers in there, but like,
I want them to go to the real Squid Game.
Oh my god.
All right, let's finish the article off here. More than just bizarre, MrBeast's Squid Game highlights a fundamental problem of YouTube. There's no shortage of people who make original art and put it online, but the internet is dominated instead by people who can take advantage of existing properties and fan bases. This is particularly a problem on YouTube, where the people film themselves literally reacting to things or laughing at other people's memes and making a lot of money off of it. Wait a minute, hold on, I thought that was a good thing. They even linked their own article. Wait, what? Okay. What? I thought that was a good thing.
Yeah, they were like praising these people.
Yeah. The world of reaction. Hold on. The world of reaction videos, especially one made by black men, has not changed so much since the beginning of YouTube. It's one of the few places on the platform that does not feel like it's 10 seconds away from a life-ending flame war. The content is low effort, but that's the point. This is written by the same person. But in this article, it's bad. But in the other article, so we just caught them in a fucking contradiction here, live on the air.
Let's be fair. Like, your standard Vice author probably doesn't really expect people to read past the headlines.
Yeah.
They're kind of banking that, like, nobody notices, because then they get kind of exposed as being full of shit.
Well, there we go. So, busted. Caught in 4K. Live on the after hours. There you guys go. Let's see.
This comparison that people are making from either side of YouTube to TV is just so dumb. Like, obviously, there's certain things on YouTube, like very particular videos that would work in the sense of like a TV show, like let's say like a documentary or something like that. But most YouTube videos are just made for YouTube. It wouldn't work on television.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. That's fine. That's the point. Like, obviously, like, Turkey Tom's video on fucking Chad, man, you're not going to see that on Netflix, but it makes for a great YouTube video. You know?
No, and that's the point, right? Like, YouTube was supposed to be the alternative to, you know, high production TV. It's supposed to be like, you know, something that's totally different. Obviously, YouTube doesn't want it to be like that. And I feel like even a lot of the creators don't want it to be like that. Ironically enough, though, MrBeast, like, he's probably going to pass PewDiePie in the next few years, being the new face of YouTube. this guy's actually doing shit. That's
Meister
crazy and
funded
interesting. Like,
$1.99.
is his
Yeah.
Squid Game video
Imagine if
unique
Mr.
or
Beast was
something?
black. Boom, no
I guess
problems.
not. It's literally in the title though. It's not like Mr. Beast is pretending like, you know, he's just came up with this crazy idea that has totally nothing to do with the Netflix show. It's literally in the fucking title. They reference it 10,000 times in the video. The video is exactly what it sets out to be. Like, it's not like he's like this is just such a non-complaint. Anyway, we'll finish it off here. This video is no different from those. It owes a debt to Huang's show in every respect. Despite being original content from a popular content creator, it's nothing more than a sad retread of somebody else's work. But reaction videos are fine, except in this article, not in the other one. There's just no consistency to this person. There's also an ad spot for a mobile game Brawl Stars in the middle of the video, meaning that Mr. Beast will also profit from the fruits of Huang's creative labor. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, because Huang didn't even fucking say in interviews that he was inspired by like Japanese death game stories like Battle Royale and Alice in Borderland. It's like, oh, okay, well, where's their royalty checks? Like, dude, nothing's original. Everything's derivative, but like, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
But also,
like, if you do something interesting with it, then who the fuck cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just a fun, silly concept put into a YouTube video. It's like, I would agree slightly with the article if this was uploaded to like, I don't know, like Hulu competing with Netflix, and it's like, oh, they're stealing Netflix's property and trying to like profit off of it or whatever. But this is literally a free YouTube video just playing out a crazy concept. What if we actually did the games in Squid Game in real life?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's just a fun concept. It's a good YouTube video. I don't see an issue with it.
That's the Mr. Beast article right there. I want to... Let's see here. Do I have this? No, I don't. Damn, I'm gonna have to fire whoever is writing these show dockets is writing them incomplete. I might have to fire our docket writer. But I saw this
You
one
just
like
want time off, you lazy bum.
That's actually not true. People were saying I wanted time off yesterday. That wasn't true. This person wrote like this massive thread, and they actually responded to me. We'll get into that in a second here, but they were saying this is just to prove that it's not normally like whenever like there's like insane takes. It's usually like journalists, right, who are just, you know, saying these wild shit that nobody is actually saying on Twitter. But with the Mr. Beast stuff, like actual people are saying this. This is just one example of like many. So this person writes, it's terrifying that there is a section of the internet that shuts down any analysis of how Mr. Beast's content is incredibly awful for culture and is indicative of a broader structural problem with culture and profit-driven algorithms because he individually gives to charity. I just cannot imagine going to bat for Mr. Beast, but that post I made about him did well enough that I got to find out the terrifying reality that is a world with Mr. Beast stands entering into a daze of madness equivalent to a Lovecraft protagonist after someone quote tweets my Mr. Beast Squid Game video is bad for culture tweet with the word cope. So I didn't say cope, but I did tell them to go outside.
Touch grass. Yeah.
Yeah. And they actually responded to me. Now they did a whole thread response to me that they deleted, but I have the first tweet, which is really the most important one. So they quote tweeted me and said, picturing someone writing touch grass in the indent of dialect of enlightenment because Adorno critiqued capital's effect on popular culture. Holy shit.
The
What the fuck?
Pseudo-Intellectual is going on.
This is a person that is very upset that Mr. Beast got like a shit ton of views with his Squid Game show thing.
I feel like I
and
didn't even
that
read
the internet-
English there.
No, that's the English. It's just like very fucking pretentious, and he's probably super ass blasted that nobody treats him as smart as he thinks he is. Many such cases, but why aren't people listening to me more than people that are like the profit driven algorithm shit is just like, yeah, dude, like YouTube recommends things that people watch. Like if your stuff gets watched and people keep on watching it, it'll recommend it to more people.
Right.
Maybe suck less.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is getting so big that I do think he probably does have an indirect, impact on culture, especially with like teenagers and shit. But I think the impact he's giving, if any, is really positive because he's all like positive. He's giving money to people. He doesn't really make any like negative content, which is what a lot of people were complaining about on YouTube a couple years ago. They're like, oh, everything's drama, everything popular is drama, even PewDiePie's doing drama, this is so toxic. But the stuff that Mr. Beast is doing is overwhelmingly positive. If he has an impact on culture, I think it's a good one. Like, imagine, and Mr. Beast is so responsible with his platform for how much influence he has. Like, if Mr. Beast was an evil person, he could do so, in his current position, he could do so much, like, bad by, like, you know, popularizing a bad narrative or something like that, but he doesn't. He's very responsible with his platform. So, I don't know why these people are complaining.
Yeah.
It's
not like he's sharing
jelliness.
any bad messages. It's not like Mr. Beast is putting like dog whistles into his video or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, I just got sent this article here. I want more people to do it. Squid Game creator Huang gives Mr. Beast his seal of approval, even as debate rages on.
Oh, yeah.
So, article, as if we didn't debunk it enough, debunked even harder.
It's probably so cool. Wait, it's probably so cool for this guy who worked on the show. This is like his baby for like the last 12 years. It finally comes out. It becomes really popular, and then so popular to the point where someone's like literally spending millions to recreate it. That must be so surreal and humbling to see from him.
Yeah, is Mr. Beast creating culture, or is he just embracing a part of culture?
Well, he's embracing a part of culture in this particular instance.
Let's read some quotes here. He replied, I watched some of it. I loved it. It helps me promote the show too. So please more. I want more people to do it. As a piece of media, it's perverse. This doesn't just badly misunderstand the anti. Oh wait, sorry. They're quoting Vice there. I was gonna say like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So yeah. So I mean, he gave his seal of approval there. There you go.
Yeah.
KEEMSTAR in the chat. I want to know, Keem, are you involved in that lawsuit? What's going on there? Anyway, all right, that's gonna do it for the Mr. Beast situation right there. I'm gonna read some super chats, and then we'll probably talk about H3.
Yeah, my chat's been begging for you to talk about H3 since I was mentioned. They're like, please talk about it.
We'll get there.
So yeah.
Augie NFT RFC tip 3 says, wait, Augie, hold up. The real question is, Hopeless Peaches a baddie? Is she hot? I have no idea what she looks like. Let me see here in the donations. Let me scroll back. NFL Blockboy through 2 says, hi, hope you had a wonderful week. RWBW Hamilton through 2 says, Augie, you should play the game I am bred. Good one. Farcod through $5 says, yo. Melissa through 5. Smiley face through 5 says H3 is not an advocate for free speech. Huge lie in his podcast. He does not support smaller content creators. He's fine with deplatforming. Doesn't deserve support. Shrimpy through 5 says your allergy reminds me of mine. I had asthma as a little kid, but outgrew it. And then at 23, developed it real bad again this year out of nowhere. I also had asthma as a kid, so hopefully I don't redevelop it. Psych Draws through 5 says I just joined the black woman one for 5 seconds and they were just screaming at each other. It was great. Woke Lecture through 5 says, go to 2 hours and 10 minutes of H3's new show. He talks about Bo Blacks. Yeah, I have it there. I got a busy night, but I will call in. All right. Yeah, we'll probably be here for like at least another hour, or if not longer, because we got other shit. Smiley face through 2 says, are those the quarterings 2 dads? Good one. Woke Lecture through 5 says, Boblax has mentioned the H3 podcast. Okay, yes, we get it.
Yeah, see? I told you people are eager.
Yes, we get it. I've ever since I've done this show, everybody's been reminding me, Boblax was mentioned the show. Boblax was mentioned the show, but I get it, okay? It's been in the docket for hours now, okay?
Let's go.
Mike the Bike through 2 says, the worst part is the cop subplot. Zaman Penguin through 2 says, does anyone not remember the Hunger Games? You're only free now?
Yeah, Mike the Bike was right, though. The cop subplot goes absolutely 0 places, and I think it was tacked on.
All right, Keem, if you want in now, then we'll stop the super chat reading. We'll get this in now.
Yeah, he's in waiting call. I'll drag him in now if you want.
Yeah, let's get him in now. Keem.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, he's in waiting call. I'll drag him in
1 minute, guys. Let me turn down this shit and put on headset. All right, is my audio good?
Yeah, your audio's great.
You're good.
Okay. So it's interesting because the way I understand it, and I didn't see the clip myself, but just other people told me that H3H3 said on his show that basically he no longer thinks I'm the reason he got a strike. He thinks Ryan Kavanaugh is the reason. And then later, the next day, I guess he puts out a tweet saying that I'm working with Ryan Kavanaugh to take his channel down and stop free speech. And, it's all strange. But look, at some point, I have to address this, right? Because I actually am doing business with Ryan Kavanaugh. Like, I'm doing business with him on something that has nothing to do with H3H3 that the world is going to find out about, right? Like, I am actively am doing business with him. And so when this comes out that I am working with him and I am doing some business with him, I think H3H3 is going to be like, see, I told you they're working together, but I really have nothing to do with this lawsuit. I didn't know that this lawsuit was coming out, this third lawsuit.
Right.
I didn't know that the first lawsuit was coming out. I didn't know that the second lawsuit. I have nothing to do with this lawsuit, but I do have business with Ryan Kavanaugh that the whole world will know relatively soon.
Okay.
So I don't know. It just puts me in an interesting situation. I found out that my name and like what he did, what Ryan Kavanaugh said in that lawsuit about me, I found out when H3H3 found out. I found out when he posted that tweet. I didn't know that I was involved in that at all. I had no idea. But what I do find very interesting is I find it so blatantly in your face to YouTube. YouTube goes to Ethan and says, hey, you can't do this creator on creator harassment. You can't talk about another creator's dick. Like you just can't. It's sexual harassment, right? I can't upload a video saying I feel like some female YouTuber has a loose pussy. If I did that, then like I'm getting a strike. Like you can't do that. It's sexual harassment. And so him publicly tweeting out that I got a micro penis and everything else, I feel like he might find himself in trouble with YouTube again because he's like flicking off YouTube. YouTube directly told him to stop this. And now I understand a lot of people might say to themselves, well, KEEMSTAR, that happened on Twitter. All right. That didn't happen on. Wait, can you hear me when I walk away like that?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. That happened on Twitter. That didn't happen on YouTube, right? Well, look, man, I was sending him pictures of horses. That happened on Twitter. That didn't happen on YouTube. And I got an email saying if I did that again, I could lose, my partnership on YouTube. I could possibly get my channel taken down. So off-platform stuff affects your YouTube channel. And I'm surprised after YouTube directly went to him saying, stop making comments about KEEMSTAR's penis, he publicly tweeted that. So it's very interesting times that we live in. Now, look, my opinion is clearly biased because I don't like H3H3 and I hate him. He's my arch nemesis and everyone knows it. But I feel like this is a fair and balanced opinion on this situation, even though there is this clear bias. I do not think that this case is about fair use. I don't think this is about fair use at all. His entire community is complaining, the subreddit and his fans are crying on social media that Ethan's not getting support from the community to fight this battle. But the reason why he's not getting support from the community, I believe, is because it's not about fair use. He directly took the best clip of a pay-per-viewed boxing match and aired it on his show. He bragged about him pirating the pay-per-view thing. Like, I mean, look, everyone knows he's guilty. Who's defending H3H3 when it first comes out that he pirated this show? I didn't see anyone defending him. I didn't see any creators coming out defending H3H3 during that. He bragged to millions of people about pirating a pay-per-view event, and then he broadcast the Jake Paul knockout. I mean, it's pretty. It's. I don't understand the fair use argument in that. He's literally saying "fuck you" to these guys. I'm not paying for this. I'm pirating it, and I'm gonna rebroadcast the best part of the fight. All right, so that's how it starts. Then he gets tied up in the lawsuit. They sue him, and H3H3 does what he always does. If somebody goes after him at all, he attacks them. So then he runs this campaign on Ryan Kavanaugh, and I really haven't been paying attention. I don't know everything he said, but based on the article that I read from Ryan Kavanaugh, he did a lot. He said a lot. You know, he started comparing Ryan Kavanaugh to fucking Harvey Weinstein, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what H3 does to me. Like, he was telling everyone I was the Jeffrey Epstein of YouTube.
And then
right?
you said he was the
Jeffrey
George
Epstein.
Soros of YouTube.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I think H3 said that.
I did not say that. That's incorrect, Augie. Don't make me sue you.
Okay,
all
right.
And then he also came out and said that I was who sings that song? Fly. What is that song? He also called me who's the rapper or R&B singer that R. Kelly. He said that was the R. Kelly of YouTube. All right. This is classic H3H3. This is what he does. Like, he tries to compare anyone he's a beef with to horrible, horrible people, right? It's to draw on the emotions of his audience, spin narratives, and get an emotional response from his audience to then go ahead and attack YouTuber. I mean, you've seen it happen with me, right? He's telling everyone that I killed Etika, right? And obviously his audience, takes that hook, line, and sinker, and then they go start spamming G Fuel and harassing the fuck out of G Fuel employees, right? Like, this is classic H3H3. So if anyone out there is wondering, well, how come a bunch of YouTubers aren't coming out and defending H3H3? This is about fair use. Because it's not. This is in a situation where H3H3 uploaded a video clowning on someone, criticizing someone, and that someone got their feelings hurt and fucking sued them. No. This is a situation of him pirating a fucking fight, playing it out, bragging about pirating a fight, getting a lawsuit, and then going to harass and bully fucking the person that's suing him. That's the reality of the situation. And, that's my opinion. Obviously, I'm biased. I hate H3H3, but argue with me that I'm wrong. Someone, please.
Yeah. So with him sharing the fight, I don't know if you watched the clip recently. It was a while ago, but I believe he only showed like 10 seconds of the fight on mute, and he was talking over it the entire time. So I'm not going to defend him on pirating,
That's
but
wrong.
I do think the way he
That's wrong. That's
used
incorrect.
it is fair. Okay. Can we?
That's incorrect.
Share the.
It was way longer. It was way longer than 10 seconds. I got the copy of it. Also, he was watching the stream, right? The pirated stream that was re-uploaded to YouTube unlisted. So they recorded the stream from a pirated stream, then uploaded it to YouTube unlisted. And when he's watching it on stream, it only has 3 or 4 views or something like that. Right.
Ooh,
so, and it's for him to rewatch it. You guys are forgetting all the facts of this. I'm not.
Yeah, I remember that part, and I can't defend that part, but I was saying, like, specifically with him watching it on his stream, if he didn't leak the unlisted link, I don't think there'd be a case
Look,
for...
I'm never going to moralize about piracy personally, because I don't care about piracy or something, and I think, like, I don't know. I'm never going to, like... I'll support in the sense, like, I don't like Ethan Klein, so obviously if he gets sued or something for pirating something that he was stupid enough to admit to, that's the thing about piracy, right? Like, admitting to it is like such a stupid move. So I'll laugh at him for that. I'll laugh at his misfortune, because I don't think he's a good person. But in terms of actually caring about piracy, I'll never do that.
Augie, you got to think about this from Triller's perspective, right? This guy didn't just pirated the show, right? This guy didn't just re-air the fucking Jake Paul fight in almost its entirety, which is the main reason why anyone would buy that pay-per-view. He then fucking was like saying, I wouldn't pay for that shit. To all of his audience, like you're literally causing damage to a company. You're fucking advocating for the stealing of this pay-per-view, which is their whole business. Like they can't make money. They can't put on future fights. You're costing that company.
He was definitely, I'm not going to argue that. He was definitely promoting, like, you know, inadvertently.
You're going out of your way to cost that company millions and millions and millions of dollars. That's what you're doing, right? So fucking fair use, go suck
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing.
Suck
with you
a
on that.
giant dick. Like this is not fair use. This is malicious. What I saw was malicious. I was seeing somebody basically campaigning to not buy Triller's pay-per-views. That's what I saw. And then he rebroadcasted it. And can I get a 1 in the chat if you saw the same fucking thing to anyone else that was paying attention? I saw a man campaigning to not buy these pay-per-views, to not pay for these pay-per-views, and to fucking, you know, watch it on his show. That's what I saw firsthand. And that's why he dealt with the first lawsuit, and then he took it too far. Like a little baby, he couldn't deal with the fact that he was wrong, and he decided to go and attack Ryan Kavanaugh. And now it's look, do I think Ryan Kavanaugh is going to win all these lawsuits? No, I don't think he'll win all of them, but he's going to win some of them. He's going to win some of them.
I got to ask you this, Keem, because you wanted pushback, all right? Do you think that it's unreasonable for H3 to suspect that you're working with them on this lawsuit, given the fact that you've admitted in the past you snitched the Triller thing, I think on this show, actually? Is it unreasonable for him to jump to that conclusion?
No, it's not unreasonable. If I was in his position, I would think the same thing.
Okay.
I don't think him coming to that conclusion is crazy at all. Like, you know, when anything happens to me, I think H3 did it. So, you know, all
right. Well, you guys are mutual on that perspective.
Dude, I was walking around my apartment the other day and I stubbed my toe and I said, H3, move this couch. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he definitely is to blame.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I understand it, and I don't fault him for that, right? But truth of the matter is, I have nothing to do with these lawsuits. I really don't. I didn't know that they were coming. I had nothing to do with these lawsuits, but I do have business with Ryan Kavanaugh, and it's going to be public in a month. All right.
Are you ready for the shit show you're going to get for that?
I know he's immediately going to say, see, look, he's working with him. So, you know, I'm putting it out here now. I have business with him. But hey, people don't understand that I am a business guy. People don't understand that Drama Alert is like fucking, you know, 3 to 10% of my income if I had to guess. Like, you know, I do a lot of business. I do a lot of things outside of Drama Alert. I have a lot of stuff going on, and Drama Alert is, you know, has always been a fun project for me, and it's been like, you know, my baby, my place where I can go let off some steam and have fun, but it is not the main source of income. If it was the main source of income, you know, I wouldn't have the things that I have, and I wouldn't be as rich as I am. So,
well, there you go. Hear from KEEMSTAR first, in business with Ryan Kavanaugh. You know it's going to be on Deaf Noodles and probably the H3 podcast any day now, right? Like, you saying,
yeah, they'll cut out everything and they'll say, I do have business with Ryan Kavanaugh. They'll play that, and then they'll make up a narrative.
Yep.
And then they'll make up an entire narrative. That's exactly what any of those channels are going to do. But hey, look, you know, at the end of the day, I get it. Viewers are stupid. They're dumb. Whatever they hear, they believe. And they don't do investigations on their own. And part of it isn't the viewer's fault. You know, you have lives, you have a job, you have school, you have things going on.
That's true.
You don't have time to do research on your own. So you just listen to whatever anyone's telling to you. And, you know, I want all of you, when you hear something bad about me, come to me and find out if it's true, because, you know, I don't lie. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm not wrong, I'm not wrong. And, you know, so much lying and stuff has been said about me. Especially this year more than ever. I mean, how many times has Deaf Noodles just taken like one sentence that I've said out of context to change the narrative? One time I was on Tipster's show.
Yeah.
Right? I was on Tipster's show and I was making a joke that Deaf Noodles is like, you know, bad at fucking reporting news, or I can't remember. It was an obvious joke. He takes me complete out of context and says that I'm slandering him. He like takes the lines so out of context. I mean, this type of shit is happening all the time. So then Tipster calls him out and says he's wrong. So then he takes Tipster out of context and starts slandering Tipster.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you're dealing we're in a different world, right? Where there's two realities. There's base reality, and then there's, you know, I hate to say it, but like Alex Jones was right. There's a non-stop info war. There's a real info war going on where false narratives are spread nonstop. And it's like you're just like, people are just lying. They're publicly lying, and the audience doesn't go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Deaf Noodle's audience isn't looking for the truth anywhere. They're not going to investigate the shit. They just trust Deaf Noodles. H3H3, same thing. They're not going anywhere. They just got done watching a 3-hour fucking podcast of H3H3. They got a life. They got to go take a shit. You know, they don't have time to fucking to go and find out what the fucking truth is, or to investigate this stuff and see what the other you know, the other opinion is. That's what I think is so embarrassing on H3H3's part, is that his audience is spoon-fed. His audience doesn't have a chance to hear any other argument. And when he had a chance to debate somebody, which was what's his name?
Steven Crowder.
Steven Crowder, he runs away and throws someone else up there. And they were treating the guy like a god, like, oh, that was so slick, that was so smooth. Like, why weren't you calling this guy a pussy? You know, he's out here like, it's just, again, this whole imaginary world with imaginary facts and fake narratives and propaganda is one reality, and then there's Keemstar world, which is base reality. So
we are the info warrior. That's right.
You have to pick which world you want to live in, and that's all I have for today. Bo Blacks, fuck you.
Okay.
Well,
Bo Blacks, fuck you.
Only here on RFC. We'll be on See Ya Guys on Deaf Noodles and H3 tomorrow. Go ahead, Bo Blacks.
I genuinely think that the way H3 used the podcast or the Jake Paul fight was fair use, and I do have the clip and the timestamp, and I sent it to you, and we can watch it, and maybe people will agree with me, maybe people will disagree with me, but I think, as for like the pirating stuff and him advocating for people not to use Triller and all that, I can't defend Ethan on, but with the way he used the clip in his podcast, I think it was fair use. The only mistake is that he showed the unlisted link, so people could click the unlisted link and then see the non-fair use version of it.
Well, that, and also bragged about illegally obtaining the footage in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
the pirating thing I can't defend. So I sent you the timestamp, Augie. We can watch it.
All right, let me pop this.
And then people can decide if it's fair use or not. I think it is, but...
Pop this thing in there right now. Now, of course, we here at RFC do not condone piracy of any sort. All right, so...
At least not until the VPN sponsorship comes through.
Oh my god, that's not true. All right, anyway, so we play from here? We play from here?
Yep.
I was still... First of all, they fought for like what, a few minutes?
On the top of the head
like a minute and a half.
And Ben looked awful. He looked awful. Like, look at him. He doesn't know what he's doing.
His form was off.
He doesn't know how to defend himself. He doesn't know how to throw a punch. You know? And you know, he didn't even block the punch, and he just the whole thing.
And then
like
he got punched, and
comic book. Like, look how he falls to the ground. It's like, and then the ref calls it immediately. I was like, dude, what did I just watch? This is such a fucking clown fest. Look at this. And then he calls it. I was like, no, I seriously did not stay up and waste my whole Saturday night to not even see Jake Paul get hit once. I don't know why that ref called it, bro. I know he was dazed. He was fucked. The fight was a joke.
In that moment right there, if you watch it carefully, he tells him to step forward and he staggers to the side.
Yeah, I saw.
I mean,
It looked at first. I was like, "What was that?" Everyone was saying.
So that's the that's what he played.
I think it's fair use. I think that's transformative enough to be fair use. Obviously,
Man,
I'm not
look at that
judge.
Oh, he
But-
fell.
It's
Oh.
skirting a line, I'll say that. I mean, look, realistically, like I said to Keem, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But objectively speaking, whether or not it's fair use or not, I mean, his commentary, it's kind of like, those reaction videos where they add nothing to it. It's like, oh, he got punched and then the ref came and now it's over. And to be fair, it also was more than 10 seconds. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds.
Plus, it's bad for H3, and that's almost enough to just support it blanketly, I would say.
Now, obviously, it goes out saying, and we kind of did this a little bit out of order, but I'll just play like the original tweets here. I'll have to splice this up in the clip later, but yeah. H3 tweeted, Ryan Kavanaugh is trying to get my channel banned from YouTube, a powerful media person who has gone to every length to destroy me for criticizing him. Everyone needs to pay attention now. Not only is fair use on the line, but powerful trying to shut down channels for criticism. I'm assuming he meant like powerful people are trying to shut down channels for criticism, right? So he shows here, I guess a Snapchat thing. What is this? Instagram? I don't know. Ryan Kavanaugh official says, why has sued Ethan Klein at H3H3 Productions need to stop harassing, harming, and attempting to destroy other people's lives, spreading false and malicious lies. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to be the one to stop him. I believe within months, his channel will be banned from YouTube. That's from Ryan Kavanaugh. And H3 is saying that's Matt Haas 2.0 behavior right there. Then he says, this Wikipedia user who claims to be Ryan Kavanaugh said he sent legal notices to YouTube and Twitch to get me banned. This person also said a third lawsuit would be filed this week, which leads me to believe that it is actually Ryan. Unless I'm wrong, I'm reading this wrong. It appears that Cav admitted on Wikipedia to being the one who got the channel banned for a week back in August, not Keemstar. I have all press, much more recent, and copies of all the legal action against H3 for attempting to disseminate these very same falsehoods. If you would like to review them, as well as copies of the legal complaints sent to YouTube, which ultimately resulted in them being banned with 2 strikes for a week, and now hopefully permanently, Twitch is also reviewing the same info for a ban. My page is Ryan Kavanaugh.
Yeah, because he's been really leaning into that Twitch shit, and if he gets banned off of Twitch, then
he can't.
I don't know
stuff with Hassan and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough pickle right there, buddy. Uh-oh.
Ryan also sent me this threatening DM on Instagram. Ethan, I'm not sure why you have decided to take it upon yourself to end your show to malign, attack, slander, and defame me. I do not know you. I also don't know why you are. This is back in, it appears, July 11th. Okay, so this is old. I also don't know why you were spending thousands of dollars to have thousands of dummy accounts post fake statements about me on my Instagram and tens of thousands to have fake App Store reviews of Triller. Worse yet, you dedicated an entire show of yours reading your own fake reviews. While amusing and slightly annoying at best, I would advise you to stop and mitigate your damage now. Your toy podcast seems fun and all, but this is real business with real consequences, and you are causing real damage. Clearly, you are a very unhappy and disturbed human to take it upon yourself to attack someone you don't know with false and misleading information, especially to spend tens of thousands of dollars on it, but it must stop. You have been warned, and I will not be threatened and maligned and stand by idly. Govern yourself accordingly. So there you go right there. What is this tweet I have?
I wonder if Ryan Kavanaugh is like of the same disposition of Keemstar, because apparently Ethan's like begging for money to handle this lawsuit. I think it's just to like, kind of grift, but he might be strapped for cash. If Ryan wins and he has to like just collect things to get back damages, I hope he takes like every single one of Ethan's dumb fucking beanies. That'd be pretty fucking funny.
Tipster News. H3 Productions says Ryan is trying to get him deplatform YouTube and Twitch. Ryan Kavanaugh has also posted publicly that he is suing H3 in an article posted to CSQ Magazine. Is Twitter taking a shit? Okay, there we go. The dark side of the power of social media, why I, Ryan Kavanaugh, sued Ethan Klein and his podcast H3. Today I sued Ethan Klein. He has lied to his followers and the public and profited from it. I was left with no choice but to do exactly what he has told his millions of fans I did prior, sue him. Among other things, he has posted more than 8 podcasts disparaging me, although he has never met me, never spoken to me, and does not know me. Through these podcasts, he has spread false information, which he knows to be false, and is done only with the intent to do harm. Hopefully, this case will not only stop Klein, but serve as a deterrent for others who use social media to harm those who do not deserve it, and help set a precedent that this type of behavior cannot be tolerated. So that's what Ryan Kavanaugh had to say there. Shout out to Tipster. And then this is, of course, we were looking at earlier. H3H3. I've long suspected Keemstar is working with Ryan Kavanaugh to get my channel banned, to weaken fair use, to stifle free speech, and this being included in the lawsuit is pretty compelling evidence to support that. Why on earth would they include this? So here from the lawsuit, Klein's content is deliberately offensive, provocative, and inflammatory. Frequently, he mocks and harasses other social media personalities to attract attention and entertain viewers. For example, in August 2021, the YouTube suspended Klein for 7 days for violating its harassment policy by posting content that degradingly sexualized the 20-year-old girlfriend of another YouTube content creator, Daniel Keem. This occurred during an H3 After Dark, in which Klein had someone call into his show pretending to be Keem's girlfriend, who said that Keem cries during sex and has small genitalia. Following Klein's suspension, Keem posted a video on Twitter stating justice has been served. He deserves it. It's well overdue. The stuff that is said on that podcast to bully and harass other creators would never fly on anyone else's channel. That show has been harassing so many creators, so many fucking YouTubers. Then H3 says, clearly the suggestion that Keemstar has a tiny penis and cries during sex upsets him. I wonder why. Obviously, I'm just speculating here. Let's see here. And then he includes a sad face. Small wiener hype. Good one, Keem. Klein over his lost sponsorship. To this day, Klein routinely complains about Keem at length during his podcast, despite having received a suspension from YouTube for his attacks on Keemstar. So now that we've reviewed all the information there, I want to say a couple things here. First of all, Ethan Klein, notice the language that he's using here, right? Ryan Kavanaugh is trying to get my channel banned to weaken fair use and stifle free speech. He's using the buzzwords to sort of, get the commentary community to support him, obviously. When has Ethan Klein ever talked like this before? He never talks he's never been a free speech warrior. He does a show with Hassan, okay? That's ridiculous. So
during the lawsuit, he was probably talking about we need to make YouTube safe for creators.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. In fact, going on that narrative, I think Comment Cop had a video on his channel. Is this the free speech warrior? Ethan Klein celebrates Leafy's ban.
Oh yeah, this one.
Let's just take a look at our favorite free speech warrior over here.
Some people were saying that you're celebrating his ban.
How am I celebrating?
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
So, Account Ban of the Year, this is a huge prestigious award. For me, it's got to be between Dr. Disrespect and Leafy.
I did not know Dr. Disrespect, and I barely know Leafy, but I knew about Leafy. I did not know about Dr. Disrespect.
Because, those are huge. These guys...
Yeah. Leafy's come for me. He called me a piggy a bunch of times.
Yeah, well... You won't be doing it now.
He's banned.
All right, drum roll. Account Ban of the Year 2020. The winner, by a very close margin, is Leafy. Leafy, who lost it all. He was banned on YouTube and Twitch.
So that's his livelihood. That's
He's
what you're talking about?
he's pretty much off. He's like Alex Jones, see ya. You know what I mean? Congratulations, Leafy. We'll definitely be getting you an award. Best Banned Creator of 2020. You may not have any accounts, but you will have this award. So what do you call it when
Ethan made plenty of those.
Are celebrating the removal of someone from Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and every platform? What do you call that?
Deplatforming.
That's what it's called. It's called deplatforming. Also, I would like to note that he is celebrating. He is groveling in his victory. Yes.
So,
God.
There you go. That's the free speech warrior, Mr. Ethan Klein. Now, let me make it abundantly clear here, all right? I am 100% not in favor of Ethan Klein getting banned. That should go without saying.
Same.
I do find his language here to be laughable. When it comes to the lawsuit, I mean, again, I don't care about piracy as a personal thing. It doesn't affect me. Like, I don't have a moral grievance with piracy. I don't promote it. I don't recommend it. But if I find out somebody pirates, I'm not going to be like, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to this lawsuit, the third lawsuit, under my understanding, is more of a defamation lawsuit than, whereas the first one was over the piracy. Honestly, I think Ryan Kavanaugh has a much stronger case in defamation than he does when it comes to the piracy stuff with Triller.
I agree.
I'm gonna say this. I'm actually 100% in favor of Ethan getting banned. Only because, fuck having moral consistency with people who want you dead. Ethan fucking rallies for the same shit that he's clutching his pearls, being afraid of now. And honestly, if you do that and it happens to you, you get what you fucking deserve. I wouldn't say to go flag his channel, but no. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to think that he absolutely deserves it. You know what I mean?
But Flamenco, think about how little content we would have if Ethan Klein was banned, right?
He'd still have Twitter. He'd still bitch and moan on Twitter, but he just wouldn't have. He wouldn't have the job anymore, so
Look,
he'd probably
my
just
stance,
do that more.
I'm flaky on this stance. A lot of the times, I'll say my two policies when it comes to people who get banned are people who are pedophiles and people who advocate for the bannings of others. We just watched a clip of Ethan Klein, groveling, celebrating Leafy's ban. So by my own standard, you would think I'd support this, right? I feel like I shouldn't, though. I don't know. It's a difficult position for me right now.
I get that the precedent is bad, and
it's just
problem
not a fun
is
world
that
because half the people want us banned anyway, so you got to ban half the internet. But that's it's difficult.
The problem
now,
is
am I
is
gonna
that,
cry if he does? I'm not gonna but I'm not gonna champion for it.
I think people should be allowed to talk shit on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm against
absolutely.
bullying and harassment guidelines, whatever. And a fucking defamation lawsuit is just another way of silencing someone who's talking shit online. I want to be able to talk shit online.
I want to say Keemstar's a small dick. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
No, unironically, that should be 100% okay on YouTube. But Ethan doesn't feel that way when it's towards people that he likes or when people he doesn't like engage in that. Right. So, you can laugh about, Ethan, you can laugh about Keem having a small penis and crying every time he sees a vagina. But make one joke about horse faces. Ethan doesn't like that. He's like Vito. It's the same shit as Vito. That's why people don't like Vito.
Right. So, well, there's our H3 segment, I suppose. Do we have any? Oh, let's play this. H3 mentioned Bo Blacks on the show.
Yep.
How do I not have it in my notes? Oh, was it this? I think it was this. There we go.
Yep.
Let's hear this.
What happened? I think in the next lawsuit they're going to be quoting from Bo Blacks.
Bobby.
They'll just gather all of his content and transcribe it.
I would love to hear Bo Blacks read the lawsuit, actually. That'd be pretty.
I mean, it is. I mean, why not, right? By the way, I saw Keemstar retweeting this. I thought it was so funny. Apparently, after my tweets about
what happened?
I think in the
yeah, I was reading the lawsuit portion that Ethan put on Twitter talking about Keemstar's small genitalia and stuff. I was like, I feel like this is something to just take from my video and put into the lawsuit. This is so weird. It's so weird.
Did you know one of our chatters, our regular chatters, I don't know if you remember his name, DJ Screwdriver. He's just somebody from our chat. He's actually mentioned in the first lawsuit. I don't even, because he had I think he tweeted the video of what Ethan watched on his podcast or something, and they reference that in the lawsuit itself. So it's so funny because like I was like I forget, I found this out like yesterday of all days, like the timing of it, because he posted a bunch of clips of Smaggle being retarded. So I was just watching through his shit, and he has like one video where he's like, I'm in the HC lawsuit. I was like, what the fuck? I clicked it and I watched. I'm like, damn, our own chatters are getting in there. Yeah, another W for RFC. It's so funny. Yeah, what? They're shitting on you, Boblox. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'm gonna read the lawsuit. I'm gonna just make more content. I don't
Stream
know.
it. Stream it. You'll get like 10K. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Stream
Yeah,
reading the
10K.
lawsuit.
Yeah,
Gets H3
like you did with
telling
the
me to.
Arcadum docs.
Maybe. It's short enough that I think I could just make a whole video on it. But yeah, we'll see. I'll do something with this for sure. It's funny that they mentioned me.
We've got some super chats to catch up on. Zombie Ping 1-2 says, does anyone not remember Hunger Games? Cats are flocking through 25. Canadian says, I'm cool with Mr. Beast as long as no squids were harmed. Meister32 says, imagine Mr. Beast was black. Boom, no problems. Yeah, according to that journalist, I suppose that'd be the case. Katie through $20 says, the man who wrote Squid Game said it was a very extreme version of a hard time in his life financially. Mr. Beast recreates the show where real people win real money and helps them, and that's bad. The internet is dumb. Zombie Chickster 5 says, at this point, it's impossible for me to feel bad for H3 when anything comes up. He invites most of the stuff onto himself and has no self-awareness. Booster Strange became a tier 1 member. Stepfitch through 2 says, always miss you live, so sending love while I can. Fuza through 2 says, Triller is a garbage app. DAZN is better. Freshy Fresh through 2 says, he had it coming. Zombie Penguin through 2 says, content is better than deplatforming. You can't deny that, chat. And then Smiley Face sent
Anonymous
a donation.
$3.
Imagine
Ethan
H3
Klein is a
podcast
bad
on
person. I
Rumble.
don't
Oh my
care if
god,
he's
they'd have to
bad
do it on
money.
Rumble.
I hope he loses all his money and
Yeah,
everything.
literally,
No, he'd
though.
have to go on Cozy.
Yeah. Unironically though.
I think he would be very well received on Cozy.
You think so? You think they'd like him over there? Yeah. Look at the new
Yeah.
Amos Yee news.
Oh yeah, 6 years. 6 years and getting deported, and he's gonna have a rougher time when he
way.
gets deported because Singapore doesn't fuck around.
Dude, they're gonna murder him in there.
Yeah, he's probably going to die in a Singapore prison.
Oh, he's fucked. Singaporean Amos Yee jailed in the U.S. for grooming a 14-year-old girl, possessing child porn. I want to remind you guys, Amos, one of the girls who was a victim of Amos Yee called into this show back in 2019. And for some reason, it's like a repressed memory of mine. Like, I never remember hosting that. I don't even think it was like planned. I think she just called into the show one day and just identified herself and talked about Amos. And it's one of her only like media appearances ever, and it's on my show, and I have no memory of it. But Tom and Bernie were talking with me about it. I was like, holy shit. I don't know if it was the same girl who exposed him, but yeah. Anyway, Singaporean Amos Yee was sentenced to 6 years in jail by United States court after he pleaded guilty to grooming a 14-year-old online and asking her for naked pictures of himself. Yee, 23, pleaded early Friday, December 3rd. This morning, as of us recording this podcast, to charges of grooming and possessing child pornography. 16 other charges were dismissed as part of the plea deal. The court in Illinois heard that before Yee befriended the victim, a 14-year-old girl, in February 2019. This would line up. She called into my show around, I think, July of 2019. When he was living in Cook County, he was 20 years old at the time. Yee met the victim online, and they had began an online relationship during which Yee repeatedly requested her to send him naked photos of herself, the court was told. On several occasions, Yee asked her to engage in roleplay and sexual fantasies, including asking her to show him her body, said Special Prosecutor Assistant State Attorney Marcel Taylor. Yee did this despite the victim informing him that she was 14 years old at the time of the offenses. This went on until July 2019. Yeah, that would line up. You used the internet, specifically WhatsApp, to seduce, solicit, and lure the victim, and then you distributed photographs of her on a site, Judge Carol Howard said. The court heard previously that Yee was arrested by U.S. Marshals in October 2020 at his apartment in Chicago, Norwood Park East neighborhood. Yee has been on remand in the U.S. since his arrest and was charged last year. He appeared in court on Friday via video link and spoke only to waive his right to a jury trial and to plead guilty to the charges after agreeing to the plea deal. Yee was granted asylum in the U.S. more than 4 years ago. Judge Howard told him that he may be deported back to Singapore and may be denied entry into the United States in the future. This was not Yee's first brush with the law. In 2015, Yee was jailed in Singapore for wounding religious feelings by making remarks about Christians. About a year later, Yee was jailed again and fined on a similar charge, this time for making remarks about Christians and Muslims. In 2017, Yee was granted asylum in the United States by a U.S. immigration court, despite opposition from the Department of Homeland Security. So Amos Yee, the infamous anti-skeptic whose whole bit was, defending child porn and defending pedophilia. He debated many people, including, I think, Andy Worski, Destiny, Medicare, a lot of people at the time, who oftentimes was called a joke or a troll by these people. Even Medicare thought he was a troll. Well, turns out he's about as real as it gets. To the surprise of some, to the absolute not surprise of others. So yeah.
Maybe he and Shadman could be cellmates.
Yeah. Although sorry, not Chadman. He's not Chadman. Shadman is he's out, I heard.
Yeah, he's out on bail.
Yeah. So Count Dankula was right all along. Yeah. So there you
Was
guys
Dankula
go.
really the only one to call Amos Yee out?
I'm sure a lot of people did, but a lot of the YouTubers just thought he was a troll. He debated Combat Wombat. That's right. A couple of years ago.
Oh
debated
yeah, that
Combat
was really
Wombat.
weird.
Shadman's
We were like,
posting on
why
Twitter.
is Combat Wombat debating a pedo on if pedophilia is good or not? Like what? So dumb.
Yeah, and for people wondering, Shadman wasn't arrested for his artwork. He was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, and he's also addicted to heroin now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, make sure to hit like on the stream, everybody. Support the program. We got a few more stories to take a look at here. Anonymous tip 3 on stream elements. Ethan Klein is a bad person. I don't care if he's banned. If anything, I hope he loses all his money and everyone close to him abandons him.
Holy shit.
Holy
Jesus.
shit, dude.
What the fuck?
I don't know about all that. I don't know all about that, but
Let the man have a
damn.
wife and kids, like Jesus, like, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, what the fuck?
oh.
At least have that.
Can you imagine if Gila only was with Ethan for the money? She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go now.
That's pretty much impossible.
She's the
That's
trophy
not even
wife.
a possibility at all.
Roblox sues YouTuber for $1.6 million over terrorizing kids platform. This was sent to me all over the place. Ruben Sim is accused of sexual harassment, terrorist threats, and trying to post Hitler pics.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Hitler
god.
pics.
Roblox.
Unsolicited Hitler pics. Fuck.
Roblox is finally taking notorious YouTuber Benjamin Ruben Sims Simon to court over his alleged attacks on the gaming social media platform and its young fans. A lawsuit filed in California court on Tuesday wants the longtime banned player to pay $1.6 million in damages to stop harassing Roblox employees and players. First reported by Polygon, the lawsuit contains a number of allegations against Simon, who had been making fun of and profiting from Roblox videos since 2010. Those videos run the gamut, featuring him doing everything from sexually harassing players he encounters in the game to making public terrorist threats against the company during its annual convention. According to Roblox, this led the company to have to temporarily shut down its Roblox Developers Conference in San Francisco last month after Simon reportedly posted about police searching for Islamic extremists at the event. The company claims that it cost $50,000 to investigate the false reports. Here's some other stuff Simon is accused of in the lawsuit. Glamorizing the April 3rd, 2018 active shooter and murder at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California, and threatening/taunting a copycat act of terrorism at Roblox headquarters in nearby San Mateo, California.
Wait a minute. Did I don't think she actually killed anybody.
I don't think. Well, she killed herself.
That Iranian woman. I don't think she actually killed anybody besides herself.
Yeah.
I think that's why like people were like a little bit more comfortable with making memes about her because if you don't kill anybody except for yourself, it's it's a little easier.
I mean, the intent was to kill people, so.
And she was cute though. She was cute for an Iranian woman.
I'm not into shooters, but.
Wasn't there that one murder on TikTok you were simping over, Boblax?
X funded $5. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she was hot.
Oh, okay.
And I can
YouTube
fix
shoot.
her.
Nah. With what? Your fucking micro penis? Oh, sorry. We're on a lawsuit now.
Hey, I'm not KEEMSTAR.
YouTube shooter woman wounds 3 before killing herself, police say. So she wounded some people.
Yeah, but if they put that into the lawsuit, like active shooter murder at YouTube headquarters, like that sort of shit is like really easily to, tear apart in the lawsuit.
Attempting to upload so we're continuing on the list of allegations here. Attempting to upload a nude image of himself with only a lampshade covering his genitals. Using racial and homophobic slurs, creating and using inappropriate accounts as sexual usernames. Attempting to upload a sex game. Oh, we're getting a little bit...
Oh, fuck. Get John Swan in here quick.
And a little bit interesting here.
Attempting to upload pictures of Hitler.
So he didn't actually do it? It was only an attempt?
Holy shit.
Simon did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Well, Simon has been banned from the platform for years. Roblox argues he continues to gain access to the game through alternative and fake accounts and still routinely harasses the company's staff with libelous comments. Simon's YouTube account currently has over 700,000 subscribers, and he is currently making $600 per new video uploaded to his Patreon. Although his behavior isn't necessarily exceptional when it comes to the wide variety or the wide world of toxic gaming, it's especially problematic for Roblox, the company valued at over $45 billion, huge popularity to kids, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we get it. Yeah. So, interesting story there. I think Tom did a couple videos on this.
Yeah, he did. He did a video on his main channel, and I think on his second channel as well.
Does he show the
Pretty
clips?
interesting stuff.
I'm kind of curious. Does he cover any of like the or does he just read the article like we did?
Booster Strange funded $2.31.
I don't know. Chad, did you guys watch any of these videos? I'm intrigued right now. I want to know.
Probably did a little bit more in-depth coverage on his Turkey Tom video.
Yeah. He covers it on
Tom Dark is more the low effort one. Well, not really.
It's just different style.
Yeah. The Turkey Tom one's a little more research one.
Should we look at it?
I mean, might as well.
I mean, we'll flip through it. We'll see how it goes.
Just don't leave your chair in the camera while you go get tendies, okay? We gotta keep it transformative. We're not on Twitch.
People in chat are saying watch on his main channel. Okay, watch the main one. Okay. Yo, Matrix threw $5. Yeah, dude, literally clowned Roblox mods, and they've been better since. Booster Strange too. Imagine getting sued over Roblox. Yeah, let's take a look here.
That is, unless you're YouTuber Ruben Sim, because you're not having a pretty good Thanksgiving.
Roblox sues YouTuber Ruben Sen for temporarily shutting down the 2021 Roblox Developers Conference.
Tons of awesome creators like Flamenco, Creekcraft, whatever you want to call it. But
wait, Flamenco?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What's huh?
Is there a Roblox YouTuber called Flamenco?
Yeah,
I think
so. Wait.
Like Flamenco, Creekcraft, whatever you want to call it, but one in particular has earned the designation of being sued by Roblox for $1.6 million in damages.
On November 23rd, 2021, Roblox filed a $1.6 million lawsuit against a YouTuber named Ruben Sim. It alleges that the creator was the leader of a cyber mob that injured both the company and its users. The document fixates on 3 specific arguments: his supposed targeted harassment, hacking of the game, and most seriously, issuing of terroristic threats. The suit's existence was reported by Polygon.
Fucking Roblox terrorists
Yeah.
on screen, just getting me.
Oh my god.
following day, where it quickly spread across the internet.
Gonna make the very smart decision to not comment on the complaint Roblox lodged against me, because I want to make my lawyers and the court's job as easy as possible.
Beyond the massive amount they're seeking in damages, it's particularly concerning because Ruben might be innocent. His supporters argue that while the YouTuber is a troll, the vast majority of the lawsuit's claims are false. They fear that due to his reputation, Roblox may be able to convince the court of unsubstantiated allegations, potentially setting an extremely dangerous precedent. If Ruben is innocent, this opens the possibility for many edgy creators to be railroaded by companies with a vendetta against them. And he can't even really defend himself publicly, due to everything he says being under the scrutiny of the court. Because of this, I'd like to go through all of the currently available evidence to try.
Was that video titled that he was showing titled "Swearing at my Roblox staff" in voice chat? Oh fuck! This is why he's getting sued. Swearing at Roblox admins. Holy shit! That title, dude.
And figure out the truth and uncover if Roblox made their $1.6 million mistake.
Top 10 Roblox YouTubers who've sworn.
Ruben Sim, real name Benjamin
Music.
Simon, has made himself quite the target. Unlike other creators, he has an offensive style of comedy and is not afraid to criticize the game.
Oh god. Oh god. Wait. Oh god.
Yeah, for the podcast listeners, finding XXXTentacion in Roblox.
Throughout 2015, he ran a series called Roblox Watch, where he ridiculed various members of the moderation team. His most infamous outing was a video about Noble Dragon, where he exposed the admin for following a furry porn artist on Twitter. Following the video's release, Ruben's account was terminated, which was later escalated to an IP ban.
And they banned every single account that I created just because it was mine.
Despite this, he continued to grow a loyal audience as he found ways to evade his hard ban. In 2019, he created the extremely popular Runker 51 game, based on the then trending Storm Area 51 meme. It has since gone on to receive over 12 million visits. Today, his channel sits above 700,000 subscribers, meaning that even if they wanted to, his antics couldn't be ignored. Because of this, it seems like staff instead turned a blind eye to his indefinite suspension, as if an unspoken probation. This would all change in the fall of this year.
Yeah, so far it seems like this guy ain't so bad. You know, he's a little bit of an edgy dude, but so what? It's Roblox. He's a bit of a troll. Augie, you gotta play it. Dude, I haven't played Roblox since like 2014, man. I only played it once. I used to only play the natural disasters map. I thought it was like the funniest thing ever. That shit had me like, I don't know why I thought it was funny. It was just, I don't know. He's just a bit of a troll. Who cares?
Roblox recently began to make efforts to implement a voice chat functionality. On September 3rd, an early version was made available to their top developers, which meant Ruben was also given access. 2 days later, he uploaded a video of himself using it to swear at admins, clearly breaking their rules and guidelines.
Yo, there's cussing on Roblox now. Fuck yeah!
Following this,
and this guy's getting
I can cuss on Roblox now!
And this guy's getting sued for 1.6 mil? Like, come on.
Because he said fuck? Oh my god. That's, oh my god. I love this guy.
Huh? How is this? Wait, Nick's Augie new Schitzo video just dropped. How is this Schitzo?
That isn't new.
We watched this like a year ago.
Nick's trying to like screen share us random shit except through Twitter now. And say it's new.
Yeah, it's not new.
No, bro.
Not that? What do you want? Just go into the call like you always do. We're watching Roblox, Nick.
I'm trying to play Roblox, Mom!
Augie.
What?
Augie.
What?
Dude, this guy he just announced his new Halo campaign. His new Halo campaign mod,
Who?
okay?
Who?
This are you ever hear of SPV3?
No.
It's the biggest Halo campaign mod project out there. And the developer for it has been able to do some incredible things over multiple different Halo games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been talking about the plot and the characters and kind of the angle he wants to take the story, right?
Right.
Can I show you a really short clip? I'm derailing a little bit, but can I show you this?
Sure. Let me. Can
Never outpace Fallout the Frontier, though.
Let me.
All right, this
Hold
is.
on. Give me a
this is-
second. I gotta set up my Discord.
Augie, this is something.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You're gonna like this.
All right, we're here.
All right. Are you in? You can hear it.
We're in.
Yeah. So in the lore.
All right. This is like the hacks of fucking, the hacks of Halo.
Mickey was in prison, but he was gonna have been liberated to the start of this. And there was a big plot twist later in the game. We realized he wasn't actually liberated by the insurrection or escaped. That he was actually sent here on a secret mission by.
So far, this is normal, right? Just normal, like
he's
explaining the characters. Yeah, he's just explaining the characters. Wait.
Yeah, Oni, because we haven't really talked much about the characters yet, in this other than the rebel leader, Jayla Jonas was her name. And then there was Sergeant Sakin. So when I said we were talking about dark things the UNSC had done, there was part of what we were thinking was how would like social things that socially affect people today, how would those work in the future?
Oh
so
no.
There was idea that at some point turn of the century, the humanity had just flat out committed genocide against Muslims, which there's people today.
Wait, is this part of his like game lore? Is he making a mod? I don't. What is happening?
This is the mod lore for his game.
Kind of
just like at the turn of the century, the world just decided genocide. Let's do it.
That's
in the Halo world that actually did happen. If you notice, there's never any Muslim or Arabic characters in any of the Halo media. There's like one or two.
Wait, so he
the idea
paid
of this guy-
attention to what race was excluded from the Halo series?
No. This is his story. He's making the Halo games now. Like he's making a Halo mod that takes it on a line of its own. So this is the lore to his Halo game.
So he had.
Muslims
So
were
in
all
order for it to
genocided.
visually work with his mod, he had to look for a race that wasn't in any of the Halo games in order to say that.
Dude, yeah, he's like, dude, you want a dark story? There's nothing darker than genocide.
I agree. I mean, there's no black people in Mario, so we could have all kinds of mods.
Yeah, we could make like a Mario 64 mod where it's like the story. Oh my god.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Nick, how
This
how
is just so
familiar
much
are you
hard
with
shit.
how familiar are you with Fallout: The New Frontier?
No, I'm not. Who's that?
It's a mod pack that you cannot download anymore because multiple talents on it explicitly ask that their work be removed from this project due to I think one of the like art asset guys draws like lolly furry porn, and he might have like posted some of that shit in there. There's like some really fucked up dialogue. There's it's fucking wild. Just
Someone told me.
We're on H3 right now. What, he tweeted out Boblax's clip and not mine? Are you fucking trolling me?
Wait, we're live. Wait, H3's
Wait, thank you for promoting the stream, H3. Yo! I got my shout out, dude.
Wait, is Ethan watching us talk about Muslims?
No, you dumbass.
Yeah,
KEEMSTAR called in.
obviously.
We just had a whole big conversation.
Oh, I thought you meant like he's live reacting to the stream.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this is a really bad time for him to start. Holy shit,
we need to get
dude.
KEEMSTAR in here and then talk about it.
Hold
Then
on, though.
Ethan will know.
Why did I get cucked this hard? Like, what the fuck? Why is Boblax in here? Like, how?
Okay. Share the audio. I want to see what clip he shared.
We're all over the place right now. All right, let's hit it right now.
I really don't. I didn't know that.
Boblax,
they
your
were
audio
coming.
mixing.
I had nothing to do with these lawsuits, but I do have business with Ryan Kavanaugh, and it's gonna be public in a month. All right.
Are
And
you
as soon as-
you ready for the shit show you're gonna get for that?
I know he's immediately going to say, see, look, he's working with him. So, I'm putting it out here now. I have business with him. But hey, people don't understand. I am a business guy. People don't understand that Drama Alert is like fucking, 3 to 10% of my income if I had to guess. Like,
Wait,
I do
Keem's
a lot of
obviously
business.
talking about
I do
fight
a lot of
promoting,
things
right?
Outside of of Drama Alert. I have a lot of stuff
Is he
going on.
trolling?
And
No.
Drama Alert is, has always been a fun project for me, and it's been like my baby, my place where I can go let off some steam and have fun. but it is not the main source of income. If it was the main source of income, you know, I wouldn't have the things that I have, and I wouldn't be as rich as I am.
Wait,
And
it sounded like he was talking about promoting a boxing match. Was he trolling?
It's possible. I don't know what his business plan is. He just got.
Why would he? He's talking about 10% of his revenue, and he does other things.
Mhm.
Why does Ethan jump? I mean, I don't know what else was said in the conversation, but why does Ethan jump directly to like he's working in the lawsuit?
Well, to be fair, Keemstar did kind of like word. He's like, I'm in business with them. I think Keem knew what he
That
was
sounds
doing
like
there.
bait.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's what I'm
Ethan's dumb
saying.
enough to take it.
Because I know Keem's been doing like boxing stuff. I don't know.
Well, there we go.
You should have watched the stream. I mean, I should have, but I'm gonna just ask here because I'm better than you, Chatter.
I
And
really
Augie will
don't.
just tell
I
me.
didn't-
All right, back to Halo Muslims. Or I guess not.
I think that's really it. I was just yeah. Apparently they just. I just wanted to call in and say that in the new Halo mod they genocided all the Muslims.
That's Nick's just like what? What? Nick's like, guys, breaking news. What the fuck?
Dude, the Muslims got genocide in the year 2432. I just thought you'd want a heads up.
All right, well, back to Roblox Hitler porn, I guess. Okay. And on the list of schizo topics we're doing
Yeah,
tonight.
dude, new genocide just dropped. All right. I wish you guys luck talking about Ethan Klein. I wish life luck on making sure everyone in that case loses all their money and then all their subscribers. All right. Have a good one, boys.
All right, well, take care, man. Back to Roblox Hitler porn. What the fuck is this show tonight?
Yeah, what the
my
fuck?
God.
Holy shit.
It's hilarious. All right, Roblox.
Every account in his possession was banned, including the one that he used for developing his games. In light of their new stance, the hashtag FreeRubenSim spread, pleading for Roblox's staff to forgive the creator. Many pointed out the clear hypocrisy in punishing him, as other users had been caught in his video saying things of similar nature. The ban was never revoked.
Oh,
Ruben
no.
uploaded his own video, highlighting just how much of a vendetta the larger community had against him.
Just got every single dumbass alt account on his Roblox terminated. On the 12th of this month at 8 p.m. Pacific, I will be hosting a celebration call on VC. We're going to get drunk and stoned, and you're all invited. Cheers to the fall of the Marvel supervillain equivalent of Roblox.
See, I still don't get what this
Oh my
guy
God.
did that was so bad. Like, this seems all relatively basic, edge, and innocent. Like, I don't know.
Wow, this is just like my Marvel movies.
It's clear that people hated him and the audience he'd cultivated. But, more importantly, certain staff members had clear personal vendettas against Ruben. If Roblox wanted to make an example out of anyone who represented the undesirable parts of their fanbase, who better to target than him? I personally posted a video to my alternate YouTube account just a few hours ago, where I basically
Somebody says go to 11 minutes in. Is this where like the horrible stuff
Where
is?
the actual shit happens? Yeah, hopefully.
right. Let's hear it.
sections in the document, it's time to finally tackle the most severe. Let's talk about the allegations of threats.
Uh-oh.
The Roblox Developer Conference is an annual event in which the community's top contributors are invited to discuss the game's future. It usually lasts only 2 days, and was held this year from October 14th to the 16th. It seemed to be going well for the most part, until the last day, when organizers were informed of terroristic threats being made against them. The conference was subsequently shut down for several hours, as the police arrived to conduct searches on the bags of attendees. Thankfully, there was no actual danger present. However, it led many to question where the rumors had come from in the first place. 30 days later, Roblox would put forward their answer, that the threats had allegedly been made by Ruben Sim. This section, titled Defendant Simon's Terrorist Threats, prefaces that the issue is not with Ruben alone, but his fans, who, as they say, echo his conduct and harassment. Before and during the conference, Ruben Sim and his...
Oh, did a nutty fan do this and get him fucked? That's fucked up.
Yeah, but this
Cybermob.
also looks really bad for their lawsuit because that's not him, and unless he directed
Yeah,
people to go do
dude.
that, then like
Yeah.
go fuck yourself,
Oh,
Roblox.
no. Oh, we gotta keep going.
Posted numerous derogatory and defamatory statements online about Roblox, its employees, and the conference, designed to deter and intimidate conference goers. In the days leading up to RDC 2021, defendant Simon engaged his followers on Discord, glamorizing the April 3rd, 2018 active shooter at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California, and threatening / taunting a copycat act of terrorism at Roblox headquarters nearby in San Mateo, California. Defendant Ruben wrote to his followers, "Wait until someone does this to Roblox." Quick side note, the brackets here are rather misleading. Ruben was not glorifying this hypothetical person, explicitly describing them as some schizophrenic incel developer. By no means was this a threat, nor did it taunt them. Then, during RDC 2021, Ruben Sim publicly posted a threat to his Twitter account, knowing that the threat was false. In quotations, "Breaking! San Francisco police are currently searching for notorious Islamic extremist Julius Al-Muhammad. If you see this individual at RDC, please call 911 immediately." Defendant Simon posted an image below this text purporting to depict the fictitious Islamic extremist as having posted a YouTube video titled, "Someone blow up Roblox now." Ruben Sim made related posts, including, "Don't come to RDC tomorrow." Ruben Sim knew this information to be false and intended it to
Augie.
disrupt.
Oh my god, what's going on, Nick?
It got worse.
What?
Augie, it's worse.
Nick, wait, let's
is
get through
worse?
Roblox first. I'm actually invested in this. Hold on, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll find out about the genocide in Halo later.
RDC 2021 and to intimidate and deter Roblox employees, users, and vendors from attending the conference. Defendant Simon's followers in this cyber mob copied his actions and posted threatening messages of their own, including purported posts from would-be active shooters and others. For example, "Too bad someone didn't recreate Christchurch at RDC." One
Jesus.
follower even claimed to have poisoned the drinks offered at RDC 2021. Defendant Simon's
fuck?
false threats had their intended effect. People reported that they thought there was an actual shooting and stayed away from RDC 2021 when they saw Ruben's false posts. Even worse, RDC was forced into a temporary lockdown. Roblox was forced to incur expenses of more than $50,000 to secure the conference and investigate the incident. So that was pretty wordy. But here's where a lot of the difficulties come in. Due to making a lot of risky tweets in general, Ruben has a habit of deleting his entire timeline. Because of this, it's difficult to verify each statement. It's been claimed by supporters that Ruben is being framed by Roblox.
Yeah, never delete your tweets, guys, because
Roblox, who are misattributing quotes from his followers. The quote regarding a copycat shooter is still available online. It doesn't even have any likes. If the described tweets he made aren't real, then should he really be held responsible for the things other people said? Does Roblox actually think he can be held culpable? Or are they using previous grievances to pin him for statements others said to him? Mere hours after word of the lawsuit broke, a user by the name of Lord God04 came forward. They write, "I've got no affiliation with real Ruben Sim. It's appalling how he has been dragged into this for no apparent reason other than for the facts that he rightfully criticizes Roblox's moderation. I'm fully responsible for the shooting threat, despite it obviously being satire." The issue with statements like this is that it's not obvious satire to Roblox. As someone who's been in a similar position, I promise you, it's only obvious satire to you. And upon further investigation, this seems to be a match. This screenshot shows a deleted tweet the account made on October 16th.
Oh no. Oh no. Dude, how many of y'all have had this story where like somebody you know from school like tweeted something like this, like actually meaning it as like a joke, like not meaning it seriously? Dude, I remember this one time, right? It was like a debate team story. Like one guy or something, I think he posted on social media. He posted like a picture of him holding his gun. And he was like, "How I'm preparing for like the tournament tomorrow," or something, because we were going to like an out of state tournament tomorrow. And so he posted that on like his Instagram, and he got chewed the fuck out by my like coach and teacher. They were just like, "What is wrong with you?" I remember at the time I was thinking, I'm like, I didn't think it was that bad at the time because I had no fucking context of the internet. I was like, "Oh, he's just joking." Well, I'm like, oh my God, man. It's amazing he didn't get fucked harder than, I mean, he just got yelled at, you know? It was so funny though, looking back on it, how innocent we all were back in the day. Jesus. Look at Ethan's Twitter. Yeah, I saw it. Unless he tweeted again. He fell for the fucking bait super hard. Yeah. I still don't get why he clipped Boblax's thing over mine. What the fuck? What is that? That's disgusting.
Owned. Completely owned.
All right, let's finish this up.
2021 at 6:16 a.m. It shows a picture of a gun over a Roblox t-shirt with the caption, "Don't go to RDC Day 3 tomorrow." Looking through their timeline shows other tweets that coincide with this, where he jokes about having been imprisoned. So, okay, maybe these tweets aren't as obvious and clear-cut satire as this guy would have us believe, but they're not from Ruben. He did not post these. So there it is, right? Ruben is innocent. Well, not
Right.
exactly. While many people took this as confirmation that the alleged tweet Ruben made was actually by Lord Gatto, this is not the case. The tweet that Roblox cites does exist and was sent on October 14th at 5:41
Oh,
p.m.
no.
Ruben had been following developments from the event and live tweeting to his followers. Incidentally, Lord Gatto was one of them, with other posts mocking Ruben's arch nemesis, Noble Dragon. The suit's specific allegation is not that he made these threats himself, but encouraged others to do so in addition to his own. As for what I've seen, it's not like he had no involvement. Roblox does have a case. I'm extremely curious as to whether or
Okay. Well, that's the Roblox $1.6 million lawsuit right there. Okay, wow. So, edgy troll gone too far. This reminds me a little bit of the situation a while back with that Josh Pilot guy who he would troll in, like, what was it, RuneScape or something?
Yeah, and then he went to jail.
Yeah. He had, like, his house was swatted. He did a legendary interview with Tommy C a while back. It's one of the most fascinating videos I've ever watched on YouTube, that interview. I highly recommend you guys watch that.
Do you think he's gonna have to pay out? Because I don't know, 1.6 million seems a little high to me.
Well, some of the arguments in the lawsuit we were taking a look at didn't really match up. Like the YouTube shooting, like they claimed like the YouTube shooter was a murderer. The only person they killed was themselves. So I don't know. Some of the claims seem a little bit ridiculous. Also, him being an asshole. Is breaking Roblox TOS like really worthy of getting sued over? I don't think so. All right. You got more Halo schizos? Nick? What?
Oh, it muted me, sorry. Do you know who Captain Keys is?
Who's Captain Key?
Captain Keys ran the Forward Unto Dawn. It's the main ship from the first Halo game. He's big in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And when he dies, his daughter Miranda becomes like higher in the, like she gets like a promotion, right?
Right.
So like him and his daughter are two main characters in Halo. Well, in SPV3, there's a little bit of lore that's been added. Now, are you familiar with what the Flood is?
No.
So think of like the Flood as zombies. So Captain Keys is killed because he becomes basically a zombie, right? And then he didn't understand what was happening to him. So this is an excerpt from a terminal. And I want you to read this out loud. Okay, this is what he's thinking now that he's a zombie.
This is what he's thinking now that he's a zombie.
Yes, this is the lore.
All right. Let me blow this up.
This is the new lore.
Oh my god. What? How? Where am I? Did I fall asleep? No, I couldn't have. We were on a mission. Weapons, the Covenant? Wait, no. I need to spread. I need to fly away. We have to escape. But to where? Earth? So many people, so much to feed on. What? Feed? I don't understand. I don't. Why would I think? People aren't food. A tool. People are a tool. To spread. Reproduce. We are stronger in numbers. Stronger to spread. Spread? No. I don't need to spread. Why do I want to spread? I want to reproduce. I don't need to reproduce. Miranda! I want to spread. I want to reproduce. I want her! So much knowledge. Her ship. No! Not my daughter. Why would I? Wait, Nick.
What?
Why would I want to do that to her? This isn't me. This is sick. She's great. Ideal. I want her here, inside of me, a part of me. Her ship, her weapons, her mind. It is mine. It will belong to me. No. Why do I want this? Not my daughter. Not my Miranda. These feelings, why? Where are they coming from? This isn't me.
All right, well, Jacob, I just want you to know what you're thinking about is morally neutral. So in that thread, the guy's defending this incest porn that he's written, and he's arguing why it makes sense to the lore.
Oh my!
This is a very captivating lore. Yeah, why don't Bungie add this to their games? Why isn't this part of Halo Infinite? I feel like this is a really good storyline that they're missing out on. Why hasn't any game done this?
Halfway through, Augie realized he was reading an incest porn fan fiction. He's like, wait!
What the fuck?
Wait, Connor in the chat. I just tuned in because I hear you yelling about plowing your daughter from the other room.
The fuck, dude?
Oh. Why?
So, just going through, people were saying, hey, that's probably not the case. I doubt this guy really believes in that. He goes, I've talked about it numerous times on Twitter, Discord, and Reddit. But to make it clear, the idea behind it was that Keys is absorbed by the flood. And his loving thoughts of his daughter as he died are slowly being replaced by the flood needing to reproduce. There is a sexual edge. And someone's like, that's pretty fucking weird, dude. He's like, it should be. It's meant to be weird and perverse and gross to make you feel horrified for Keys and what the flood does. Just being weird and horrifying is what makes it weird and horrifying. And that's intentional. His mind and body is being corrupted. It's something that should be horrifying. The extent of the perverse nature of the flood on the mind only touches on briefly in other material, mainly parts of Halo 3. Some were cut. And Diaz's The Flood. And then someone wrote, you sick bastard.
This is fucking terrible. This is literally... Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I gotta spread. I gotta spread, Miranda.
This is literally the worst thing I've ever fucking read.
Dude, you guys are covering lawsuits, dude. You gotta be covering spreading Miranda.
Well, folks, that's gonna do it for the After Hours, episode number 296. My name is Augie RFC. Make sure to hit that like button, follow me on Twitter.
Wait, someone just said that Keys is Internet of J.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Was Internet J wanna fuck?
Internet of J's like, I have to spread.
Oh my. It's a need.
I must reproduce.
It's a need for sex.
I have a need for being.
He got the AJ parasite in him. AJ parasite.
To be fair, AJ needed to spread in women that weren't related to him, as far as
By
I
the
know.
way, I have to shout out who's done this, because, I mean, I'm not taking credit. Buzzsaw PhD from chat, who gave me $3. Thank you for all that you do.
Well, then. All right. Well, I'm going to bounce from the show. If you guys want to keep watching, twitch.tv Boblax, that's going to about do it for me tonight on the program. Any of you guys have anything to say before I leave the call?
I literally ended your show. That's how hard I derailed this stream. You just gave up and left.
To be fair, I was kind of done anyway. It was a Roblox thing.
I chased you off.
Oh my god. All right, well, nobody say anything, so I'm going to leave. Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Make sure to keep watching on twitch.tv Boblax. I don't think I'll be streaming tonight. I got some other stuff to do to take care of. But yeah, guys, that's gonna about do it for the program. Make sure to hit like on the button here. Nice chill Friday episode. It'll be going up on Spotify here shortly, so be on the lookout for that. Clips will be coming to the channel. We'll be live as soon as there's other stuff to talk about, I would say. But yeah, that's gonna about do it. Thanks all for watching. And really, all that I ask, just hit that like button. So we'll see y'all later, everybody. Peace out. Have a good night.
Stage approaches the unreal. For those who think I'm real, myself intact. Living in the